Morning, Sussex! It's not morning, but hey, we're not that professional. Well, we're rocking the Chrome Dome and Rabble Rouser, rocking the waves, getting flagged, the most unprofessional professionals you'll ever hear on the radio.
And if you can think of a few better, trust me, we can think of some for you. Rebecca Black singing Friday, Justin Bieber, your girlfriend last night.
I take that one back, but hey, got a number of topics for you to...
Trust me, we think them. Give us a call up sooner or later. We'll make your wishes come true, but we also will deny you. Don't mind us. We're not politically correct. We're just being correct.
We got our buddy Alec here this afternoon using his facilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest host, we'd like to introduce Mr. Alex Smeltnick.
Thank you, Alec, for having us use your facilities.
Considering we had nowhere else to go, thank you, appreciate it.
We appreciate it,
dude. You don't have to lower your voice. You can, stop, tucking your dick behind your balls. You just come out and say it, the girl that you are.
I was on right once. My voice has been changed ever since.
Ladies and gentlemen, he does crack apparently.
He may drive a caddy, but he is taken. Sorry, ladies. Alex Smeltnick.
Ladies and gentlemen, our friend Alex Smeltnick, taken by a very good-looking woman. And I will say this, good-looking, because you got people in our group hitting on her all the damn time. Now, granted, ladies and gentlemen, we will say this right now. Guy drama and women drama, completely different. And any woman, if you say nuh-uh, every guy will say, fuck yeah, you're right. Guys, we don't give a fuck. Drama comes down to a point, fuck it, throw it up in the air. You ladies, take it out for a fucking week and we don't understand how. Just saying, just how it is.
I'm jealous of this girl.
Oh,
I like talking in a caddy, I don't care.
Oh yeah, you're gonna jump in the back seat.
I'll be in the trunk, bro, I care.
As long as you hear what's going on in the back seat.
I don't care if I have to hear, so... Character. We got a number of topics for you guys to listen to our idiot thoughts on. So, I don't know.
And we do emphasize on the idiot thoughts. Rabble Rouser, what would you like to start off with?
I would like to start off with the stupid people that, when you watch like a movie like Jackass or just the show, they have that disclaimer in the front.
Please don't do this stupid shit.
Yeah, don't do the stupid shit. They're gonna do the stupid shit anyway. Like,
well, here's a question I've always asked, though, especially with our generation. Now, granted, I'm in my mid-20s, and these gentlemen that are next to me in their lower 20s.
Hey,
but growing up, we always ask. We watch cartoons. Wile E. Coyote straps his ass to an Acme rocket. Who the fuck in their right mind, in reality, would actually ever do that? You go, it's a cartoon. Apparently, they need to put disclosures on everything. Say, do not do this. We don't know why. Actually, we do know why. Because apparently, Darwin's theory and natural selection needs to run its fucking course. I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to be a dick. Just saying. And if you know what? If you're the person that actually listens to those and you go and accomplish that stupid shit, you're part of the damn problem. Real talk.
They really are. But they watch a movie like Jackass and they say, hey, these are clearly done by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. But they're stupid enough to go in anyway. It's hard for me to feel sorry for these people because if they're dumb enough to do this stupid crap like light firecrackers by their nuts or whatever,
you deserve to get your nuts blown up. I'm sorry.
It just makes me wonder, how on God's green earth have you made it this far in life? It mind boggles me.
How do you not get out of bed and not fall over?
Exactly. Like, these idiots cannot find their way out of bed.
How don't you have anal seepage after you let a bottle rocket out of your ass?
I can't say I let a bottle rocket out of my ass, but I don't intend to.
Well, maybe we might get a half stick of dynamite and then give you a shot. That might hurt a little.
You could not get me drunk enough to do that.
I got tequila.
Hey, well, that's just not playing nice at all.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I will say this. I did notice this the other day, especially with my little cousins. So I actually have 4 little cousins, but the 3 I was hanging out with, all 3 little girls, they do swimming, they do ballerina, and all that fun stuff that, I'm a guy, just go there and give my support. And, you know, my little cousin, she also does soccer. She does goalie. And I asked her, you know, it's the end of the season. She goes, hey, would you like to come to my ceremony? And I go, well, you guys got last place. It's truly, that's what happened. You guys got last place. You sucked. That's how it was. Now, like I said, I'm in my mid-20s, and my little cousin, who is about 8 years old, looks at me and she goes, we're getting trophies. First thing that comes to my mind is, me, third, second, and first place is getting trophies? And they're showing them in front of you? Awesome! That's awesome! I support that. Now, granted, after I got, you know, stopped getting yelled at by my aunt, and my little cousin stopped crying, all of them looked at me and they go, no, we're getting trophies. That's where I came to wonder, as in, what the fuck are you talking about? You're getting trophies. You had last place in your league, and you're getting trophies. When the fuck do we, in America, now granted, America. Fuck yeah. When did we start settling for mediocrity? When did all of a sudden the window lickers, nose pickers, and grasshopper eaters start getting trophies for participation?
Good source of protein, thank you.
Speaking from experience, Robert Rouser.
No, if that makes you... Sure. Let's go with that.
But it's something where I always ask, is, and you know, the kids that go out and participate, they're going to be sitting there, going to be going, oh, I can be president someday, and sooner or later they will be master, or they'll be commander-in-chief of this great country, sitting in the Rose Garden in a full, you know, Miss Madam or Mr. President, whatever it may be, sitting there picking their nose, eating a grasshopper, going, ooh. Secret Service is going to come up and go, POTUS is eating a grasshopper. POTUS is eating a grasshopper. Do we cancel dinner? No, we're not going to cancel dinner. Okay, bring in the people from India. I think they might approve of this.
Mr. President, if you keep picking your nose, you're going to ruin your appetite for dinner. We just advise you to stop. Oh, no, you want to keep going? Okay,
And what would make you not think that the President of the United States walk up to his head member of Secret Service as he walks out of the Rose Garden or in front of the dinner and goes, hey, Bob, come here, and just sticks his nose up there. You got anything sticking out? Oh, got any gold up there? I picked it clean earlier this morning. You need a fucking dental hook to go up in there. Were you picking your brain? Stop mummifying yourself and get the fuck out.
He goes too far. It just starts the red river out of his nose. Just starts gushing out. Like, just didn't even, just hasn't like clipped or bit his fingernail in months. It's got like
he just starts picking his brain.
Velociraptor claw. Just.
I thought I felt something earlier up there. Really? You couldn't feel something?
Want to feel something? Yeah. So I took a few summer classes over this past summer, which is why I was gone for 3 weeks at a time.
Yeah, that was a bitch.
Yeah, she is. But the first summer class I had to, I stayed at one of the buildings on campus, and I had this roommate named Jake, and I didn't know that his like he had a form of autism, and that would have been like great to know, but I didn't know until the second or third day in. And being out of college kids never pretend that they don't drink, but he did, which was fine. So it was like, but me being, I try to be nice to everyone as possible. And so, hey, do you want something to drink or whatever? He's like, no, I don't find joy or entertainment in that at any shape or form. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's understandable. But then I started drinking. Well, an hour or two in, I forgot. I was like, hey, you want something to drink? He's like, dude, oh, sorry. Like, after an hour or two, I tend to get not...
What the fuck are you drinking?
Pretty much. And so...
You're a dick.
Because I try to be nice?
Yeah, you're trying to be social. I think every person has been in that situation where you're just trying to be social. Going, I'm doing a good thing. I'm making sure everyone's having a good time. That's what I normally am when I go out to have a good time.
But anywho, all throughout this course of this 3-week class, he's just doing all this like awkward crap. Like first day of class, everyone picked him out. So like no matter what class you take, you're gonna have that kid. And so first day of class, we're getting sorted into like, since summer class, it's a hybrid lecture and then online course like tests and like other random monotonous classwork. And
ladies and gentlemen, it's called shit if you have never been to college. It's just shit.
for high school, you're about to learn in a few years.
Exactly.
So we're teachers sorting us into groups, and this kid delayed the process by an entire half an hour because I was just sorted into the first group, and he wanted to be in my group because we were roommates. And so he was about to be in the second group. He was the kid who raised his hand. Said, "Oh, and he stuttered a lot, by the way." It's like, "Oh,
today,
he was worse than Porky Pig at the end of a week commercial. Worse than that."
Really?
Yeah.
How could you get worse than that? How? I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to know because I don't. I grew up with this shit. I'm trying to wonder how.
I couldn't give you an answer to this question, even if I wanted to. And so he was like, "Excuse me, can I please be in the group of
Half hour later, we finally get the question.
Pretty much. He's like, "Oh, yeah, sure. Who's your roommate?" He points exactly to me. "Oh, Robbie is." He's like, "Who's Robbie?" I just looked straight down at my shoes, raised my hand, May. And everyone else just like, "Oh, crap, that poor kid." Just because I have no problem with people with autism whatsoever. But if you're just like socially awkward and you don't know the ways of the world, I just can't help but get slowly irritated over time. So it felt like I was just carrying this kid through this class.
Right.
And
I don't want to be here, but yeah.
I don't, like, I got it over 100% in the class, so I just didn't want to do it. And
was it by any chance gay?
We don't sure. We're not sure.
I know we question that a lot with people that we encounter, but it's just one of those.
Yeah, like, I had a gay roommate besides him, and the gay roommate was Mexican named Jesus and germophobic. When I wanted to tease him, I don't know. But when I wanted to tease him, I just didn't know what joke to use first. Like, one time I told him, "You're Jesus, but you can't turn water into wine. Ain't that a bitch?" She's like, "You're an asshole." I just laughed even harder.
No, but you can make your boyfriend suck a dick, really. Can't turn water into wine, but you make any guy suck your dick.
We're not prejudiced against gays. We just tease everyone equally. That's all.
Here's my thing, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleasantly straight. I don't mind it. But if you come up to me at a club, I'm dancing, having a great time, you're gay, and you start throwing your shit my way, I would get very uncomfortable. Yeah, I'd love to have a beer with you, but that's as far as I'm going. Here's the thing. You suck dick, I lick pussy. Either way, we're both leaving the night satisfied. But you're not getting me in the bedroom with you. I'm just saying, I would be more than happy to buy you a beer or a drink. Just don't throw your shit my way. If you want me to be your wingman, I will be gladly to sit at the bar and have a conversation with the female bartender while you go have fun, because I am not being part of that fucking squadron. I'm telling you right now, just not gonna happen.
He would just do a whole bunch of awkward crap throughout the 3-week term. One time, me and my black roommate Trell, we were walking back. Like, I would go to Walmart every day just to get milk, water, whatever. Right. And we were walking back, and this is at like 6:30 in the afternoon. And this 4 guys sharing it was like a suite / dorm building.
Right.
The kid was butt ass naked.
So what was he doing?
He was in the kitchen. I don't know if he was like just washing a dish, getting some water, whatever. Trell gets maybe one step in the door. We just see this white flash of whatever, but we knew it was Jake naked. Just it's one thing.
A bolt of lightning crossed the room.
White lightning, yeah, it's what he was.
Was he drinking white lightning earlier that evening?
No, he just didn't drink, which it's one of those respectable decisions. Like,
I thought you were going to say sooner or later the guy gets pissed at his drunks walking around naked.
I would have loved to see him drunk and or try to pick up a girl, because...
Yes! Hands raised, triumphant.
Yes. I'm not a virgin, but if... You could tell he just hasn't seen a woman naked, and he won't for at least 10-15 years.
He still won't understand the fact when it happens to him.
Or, like, what to do when you're with a member of the opposite sex naked. But anyway, he just bolts from the sink to his door, which is like a good 15 feet, and that's more of him than I ever wanted to see. Anyway, and then another time, my friend she was in mine and Jake's group, same group, and we were working on. We basically had to take an episode of Tom and Jerry Looney Tunes and just dub it over with like some sort of music that fits. And we were taking music from Chicago or what was that movie that Johnny Depp was in? Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
And we took one from the song that plays during the car chase from the Blues Brothers. That song.
Okay. All right.
And so we were just dubbing it over. And of course, the summer class went from 10:45 to 1:25. So it's over the lunch period. You come back from class, you're hungry, you want some lunch. So I made my lunch. I had a lean cuisine that day. And just as I'm about to eat, Jake was making his lunch, and he had this plastic fork. I forgot what he's making. But he comes up from behind me. I don't know. He was talking about taking some improv class. Either way, he wasn't spontaneous and or funny. So I don't know. He just comes up from behind me, puts the plastic knife to my neck, starts singing some Sweeney Todd. That's what it was, Sweeney Todd.
Oh God!
I'm sorry. He starts singing that Pretty Woman song while holding the plastic knife to my neck. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the girl that came over, her name was Vanya, a black chick, and she got that wide-eyed
motherfucker,
like that. Oh hell no! Look, that black woman get. As far as like,
oh, I know the look. I do it every once in a while. Yeah.
She's like, oh shit, shit's about to go down.
Oh hell!
I was convinced Jake had it bad for Vonnie.
This song you're talking about, Blues Brothers?
Yeah, but this one isn't the original version. It was
No, that's a remade. It's one of the remade ones. But I knew what you were talking about.
I Can't Turn You Loose.
Yes, exactly. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It was booking the hell out of me.
It was. Well, we're gonna make a Facebook page halfway through this pilot and post some of the links if we try to remember. And so,
which will be difficult. Just saying, this is the pilot.
Pilot, I ain't flying this airplane, space shuttle, whatever. But he's just like holding this knife to my neck. Something, pretty woman, singing in my ear. It's not like singing outside.
Walking down the street. Your knife sticking into my neck, goddammit.
No. Close. A valiant effort, but no, like some pretty woman song. Not that. I'm just frozen still, like, what is this special kid about to do? Like, I got some muscle on me. No matter what he does, I know he is not a threat to me. Like, I don't walk around like, yeah, I lift, I'm cocky. I don't walk around like that. And I don't try to start crap either. But if he, like, when he gets online, I know I'll just, like, subdue him or knock him out.
Full Nelson, put him in the sleeper
no,
hold.
I just would have gave him a full-on right hook if I wanted to. This kid was just weird. And then the first day, the exact day I moved in, I had a little thing of Act 2 popcorn from a care package I got like 2 weeks before during spring finals. So like, okay, I'll throw on Netflix, Walking Dead, throw on some popcorn, just chill the rest of the afternoon. Class starts tomorrow. Whatever. I got nothing to do. The kid is in the shower. I put the bag in the microwave. Bag finishes popping, and then I just as I'm about to like close the door in my room, kid stops the shower. The kid's in a towel, and he has just about more chest hair than you.
Ouch! You know, if I had feelings, I'd be hurt right about that.
Yeah, I don't know what feelings are either. But just throws the door. Who made popcorn? I'm like, I did. Why? Oh, could I have some? This kid was a fucking mooch. Like
the mooch.
My little sister is one of the biggest mooches I've ever met. This kid made her look like normal, like a non-mooch. That's how much he was. Like he was still dripping wet from his shower. I'm like, he's like, can I have some?
No.
Sure. It was the first day. I was going to be nice. Surprisingly, I played nice. But kid goes, bottom of the bag, still joking wet, just shoves it in his mouth.
Oh no,
Thanks,
no.
man. I'm just like, oh, fuck, you kidding me? Like, the top half of the bag was like soggy, wet popcorn. I'm like, why am I eating this?
His hands are full of butter, like, licking fingers clean.
He probably licked himself clean, but anyway, he just as I like finished what was left of the non-soggy part of the bag, he's like, "Hey, is there any more popcorn left?" No. Oh man! And then the next day, my roommate Jesus, it's like, "Hey, you want to order toppers?" Just between the two of us, we both chipped in like $10, whatever, and so we order it. And he's like, he just walked, after class, he would go on a bike ride, run, whatever, come back, and nearly hour and a half after class, and this is the exact day my old roommate came to visit for the day. So, yeah, we all chipped in $10. I'm sorry, I'm changing the story on you like
no, it's okay.
Movie story. God damn, I can't talk today. So we all order chip in for toppers. We wait the 45 minutes. No, we put in the order just as he ran. Came back, started eating it. We just had like 5 topper sticks left. Then he came in. Oh, is this to share or is this for you guys? It's to share. And my goal was to make it so we ate everything. We ate everything before he came back. And between 3 guys, a large pepperoni pizza and the triple order of topper sticks to 3 guys in maybe 10 minutes tops.
Really?
Yeah. Like, that was the day I forgot to eat before class. I slept in, like,
You're on around day, yeah.
You're hungry, you're starving. I literally felt like cooking my just nom 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 nom. And
one slice of pizza.
That was
slice.
That was the count. Go back to the 90s. So he's like, "Is this to share?" Yeah, it's to share. She's like, "Oh, okay." And then we ordered toppers maybe two more times in the next 3 weeks. So we make sure his door was locked. Then we bring it in the room. Like Jesus would have like the topper sticks in his room. I'd have the pizza in my room, and it was just like open our doors to the same. Like we would text each other to the same room because we didn't want to share. And
well, no, I'm afraid to walk out. Goddamn, Owen, he's gonna attack my ass.
He would have it, and so we just didn't want to share with him. We were done with him. And
job done. Game over.
I just wish I had a chance to backhand him. Then my last story about this kid. The first Wednesday, I overslept, so I woke up at usually my alarm would go off at 10:15, and so I would wake up. I would shower the night before, so I didn't have to do it the next morning.
Right.
So wake up at 10:15, have a bowl of cereal, brush my teeth, out the door at 10:30. I woke up at 10:30, so I basically left at 10:45, which was when class started. And lo and behold, I have horrible luck with people, anything in general. This kid overslept the same day I did. And he's like eating a cereal. This kid ate 6 bowls of cereal a day. He would just go through milk. It's not like he would just like politely just take a spoon, just dip it in the bowl, eat it. He would just like just like slurp it in, just like chomp as loud as possible. He was just when he would look up, he would have just milk just dripping all like from 4 different spots.
This is a kid that needed to be slapped around when he was a child.
He needed to come with instructions. That's what he needed to come with.
Fucking manual.
That's what I posted on Facebook towards the end of the semester, like 4 days left of the semester. So just as I had my backpack on, and I'm halfway out the door. Oh, Robbie, can we walk together? I don't want to look like that douche that walks in by himself. The whole class thinks you're a douche. It doesn't matter at this point. The whole class hates you. Fucking walk in on your own, like which he surprisingly he did the rest of the semester when he would come in late and he had this I don't know what it was like a psycho laugh. I would say something funny. Do this like it was like a
Joker laugh.
A Joker choking on a Pop-Tart laugh or whatever, and that's all I could describe it with. And thank God I'm done rooming with this kid.
Well, what I gotta say is, I think this kid probably needed a few slaps growing up, because it sounds like he drove his. Was he an only child?
I don't.
He was a kid that got a trophy for participating.
The thing is, moving day, I maybe saw his mom 20 minutes. His mom just put everything of his in the freezer, fridge that was provided, and just
dumped you out. Your problem now, bitch. Gotta go.
Pretty much. And so, Jesus and I thought, does the mom not even want him at home, or what? And
she's probably yelling freedom as she's driving away. Right?
Oh, I would have. And he was an accounting major, and I'm just thinking, I'm not the best with money, but I would not trust this kid with a dime at the very most. At all.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I say this, and it sounds like he needed to get hit a few times growing up. Well, here, that's like you went off at him and you yelled at him. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say this honestly and not regret it, but part of me in my brain says, yeah, because I have little cousins. So yesterday, or not yesterday, a few days ago, I was actually at a Subway, and I'm sitting in line, and there's this kid, with his mom. It's a long line. I work down in Brown Deer, Milwaukee area, and kid's sitting there, got to be no more than 8 years old. Oh,
a little youngin'?
Just a little bit, but he's sitting in line. The line's pretty long. Kid's getting antsy, but the minute that I stand in line, all I hear is, no, I don't want to be here. No, you can't make me this. No, no, no. And the mom looks at this little boy, little white boy. I'm white too, so don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be, but the kid was a spoiled brat, a little white ass cracker, spoiled brat. He was one of those where he was a snowball. Okay, that's what this kid was. A little pudgy kid. I call those kids snowball. He was a snowball. All right. So this kid's throwing his arms up in there. He'll throw his arms. This kid could not probably was never denied an Oreo or a Snickers bar ever in his life.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it was that bad. So he's sitting in line, flailing his arms. No, I don't want to do this. No. His mother looked at him. Christopher, it's just gonna be. It's a little while. We're gonna get you. I don't want subs. I don't want food. I don't want this. I don't want that. It got to a point where everyone in line was just sitting there rolling their eyes, going. And I looked around and I go, no one's going to do anything about this? I didn't think I was. Thought the parent would have did something.
Why do I got to be the parent? You're not paying child support. Man.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden, within a glimmer, like a glimpse of a moment, I thought there was going to be some actual parenting going on. But then the mother puts her hand on the child's shoulder and goes, Christopher! Snaps in his face. What can we do to change his behavior? And the first thing that come to my mind is, what can we do? How about you swat the kid on the ass, stop negotiating with the little cream puff right there and then, be a parent. The minute that mother put her hand on that child's shoulder, her own flesh and blood, the kid knocked her arm away, hands closed like this. I swear to God, if he would have hit his mother, I would have testified in court that whatever anybody did that day to fight that kid off, it was self-defense. We all feared for our lives, and nobody could say otherwise.
I would have been left at the store if I did that.
I know. I just fuck it. Just walked right out the store. You know what? Here's a cereal aisle. Go have fun. And then
what's happening? A good leash.
No. Kid don't need a leash. Kid needs a belt in the ass. That's what he needs. But I'm not kidding. This kid's flailing his arms. And the second, his mother takes 2 steps back, and she resumes back in line. And the minute he goes, Mom, I lean down and I go, hey!
Shitless right there. I would.
This kid I'm 5'10", bald, wearing glasses.
Look like you're 30.
Yeah, I do look like I'm 30. Okay, that's why they call me Chrome Dome for a reason.
I call him Chrome Dome.
There's a lot of people. I've been called Chrome Dome, Xavier, Baldy. What you
Emo.
name it? Yeah, you. you name it. I've probably been called it. It don't matter. So this kid just looks at me horrified, like I'm about to eat him instead of the food I'm about to order. The kid looks at me scared, and I go, "Now you listen here. Your mother is waiting in line trying to get you food. Do you understand that?" Get a nod from a kid, the silent nod, which we all understand. Like, yes, I understand. I'm too scared to put words in my mouth, and my brain is not comprehending. All I can do is shit, but I can't.
Don't shit myself. Don't shit myself. Don't shit myself.
But I can't move. I can't move my feet. I'm so scared. I told him, I said,
I remember those moods.
"Oh, absolutely. Your mother's trying to get you food. You need to show a little respect for a kid your age to be talking like that and doing that to your mother."
Stay in my room till Dad comes home. Oh, shaking my legs, crapping myself.
The minute the door opens, I'm dead. I'm dead.
All I need to do is hear the garage. Just too scared to play with my Kinects, Legos, Hot Wheels, whatever. Don't let Dad come home. Don't let Dad come home. What time is it? 6:30. Shit. Hide under the bed.
But here, I'm in the middle of lunch, lecturing this kid in the line, waiting for a sub to order at Subway. And this kid just like looking at me, and I told him, I go, "You respect your mother, because if you don't do this, I guarantee you somebody would love to give you a swat on the butt, because that's what you deserve. You be a good boy from here on out, and you don't do a thing anymore to make your mother feel embarrassed or anything of that matter. Do you understand?" The kid nods and goes, "Yes, sir." Then runs up to his mother and holds her leg and goes, "Mommy!" You know that look that parents give each other when, you know, it's like a gig of memory going back and forth, like, yes, it's information. I want to kill my child. Yeah, I know, did you? How about we kill each other and we go home and have a beer? Great, let's talk about it later. All right, have a good day. You too. But that's the kind of, I get that look, not just the, thank you for, it wasn't the fact that you should kill my child. It was the, thank you for doing something. I appreciate it, because my head's like about to,
I don't have the balls to do it myself.
Oh, her head looked like it was about to explode. She was a young mother. I get it. I gave her the look back silent, like, you're no problem. I grew up like that. That's just how it was.
Right?
If you misbehave, you got discipline. That's my grandfather said.
You went to bed with the ass red and no dinner. At least I did.
I know I did. As my grandfather says, if you can't control him from 2 feet, at 2 feet and lower, then what makes you think you can control him above? I kid you not when I say I turned around because all was normal. I was surprised mother didn't kick my ass here and then. Because I was screaming at her child. You don't want Mama Bear going, what?
It was Papa Bear I was terrified of.
No, Papa Bear's probably paying child support down south, some shit like that.
No, my Papa Bear.
But the minute I turn around, you will not be amazed at how many people in line looked at me like I was God. They're like, oh, thank you. If there was a heavenly light, it would have been glaring off my bald ass head. That's saying a lot. And people looked at me, and I got nods of approval. I had people look at me and go, "Thank you, sir."
I'm not the Pope. I'm the Son of God, motherfucker.
Thank you, sir. Can you cure the sick? Can you turn water to wine? And I'm sitting there going, I just disciplined a child. I yelled at him. And then a woman has the galls to get up in front of me. Obviously, she probably was a younger mother. Thinks that, you know, you shouldn't discipline her. You know, hey,
Put him in timeout. Never strike a child. I forgot what comedian it was, but
Arius Spears, if I'm correct, where he talked about, he goes, white people, you have special places for your kids called timeout. You don't have black kids special places, a coma. I agree. I had the coma.
No, there's actually surprisingly a white comic, this older school comic that had to have grown up in the 70s or 60s, back when kids still had balls and parents weren't overbearing. Kid was just like, I love my kid. I hate other kids though. They're riding around on bicycles with training wheels and whatnot. Makes me angry. Makes me want to put a stick in their spoke and I would. I mean, they're overprotected. I mean, you gotta learn life is hard and you gotta move on. That giant helmet and a foot thick elbow pads, knee pads are not going to protect you past the age of 9, depending on how strict your parents are.
Well, you know, sometimes you see 31-year-olds driving around and shit like that, and it kind of makes you laugh. You go, wow, apparently you were a plastic ball the entire life. But anyway, like, I had this woman just walk up to me and go, was that your child? I go, no, I was a concerned citizen. When I realized at that moment in my brain, it takes a village to raise a child. The village is dead, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad. My neighbors would just all of a sudden, if my parents were out, my neighbors would pitch hit for my parents. Sometimes even hit. Get a 2x4, boom, right across the ass. What are you doing? I'm taking you over to your... No, don't take me home. Don't take me home. You are that afraid as a child, and you realize in that moment, you're like, you know what? Everyone looks out for their own. This woman had the gall to come and go, is that your child? I said, no. Why did you do such things?
No one else is going to.
I looked at her and I said, you know what? Do you have a child? Yes, they're 13. I go, well, he, she, it, you're part of the damn problem, ladies and gentlemen. She was part of the problem. And if any one of you think that way, you're part of the problem too. Go give your kid a swat in the ass, a smack across the head, and if their principal asks where they got it from, you say,
it was me.
You should say that with pride. It was me. I was being a parent. A principal should walk up to their kid and go, you don't have any bruises. Your parents aren't doing that much discipline. You see Johnny? Johnny's walking with a limp. His parents love him. He's going to be a grade A football player someday. Scholarship, bitch. Harvard Law.
Principal goes up to the parents. Here's your gold star. But speaking of beating your kids, at work last night.
Well, we call it beating our kids because that's what we grew up with. People go, no, I say discipline because...
You're supposed to have that fear in your parents.
Exactly. I say discipline because that's what my grandparents always called it. They never called it beating. They always would be a little more
It was discipline. It really was.
It was discipline. You say beating, you sound like white trash. It was discipline.
Because beating is at the point where it's what they need. Because last night at work, I got done. I work in the grocery aisles at work, so I got done making the aisles look nice. And one of the sweetest old lady I've ever met, a door greeter, Lorraine, was like, "Oh, can I just show you something in toys? Like, there's just a mess in this aisle." I was like, "Okay, fine." And there was like the big inflatable, like foot in diameter inflatable balls just all over the place. Right next to the pool noodles, there's a good 4 or 5 all over the floor.
Speaking of which, you just need to go grab some pool noodles and smack your kid with it.
What at first? It hurts more. But it's like right by the bike aisle, there's, I think it was like 3 or 4 bikes in this aisle. I was just like, okay, this is at like 9:15, 9:30. The store closes at 10. My job's done. I'm mentally checked out. I'm looking forward to the weekend, and so I just move all the bikes to the side up against the bike rack. So there's just a good 3.5, 4 foot wide space to walk in, plenty of room. And then when we get to all these balls they have to put in that like vertical monkey cage or whatever, I'm just going on this rant about how it was probably some spoiled white kid that never got his ass beat in his life, and this is why I'm going to beat my kids. As I'm going on this rant, a younger couple that, like, there was a ring on the woman's finger, so they were just engaged or, like, freshly married. One of the two, not my problem. But
don't know what the fuck they're doing. They can't even argue.
Either way, not my problem. They hear me go on this rant. They're laughing on their heads. Like, yeah, it was probably some kid. Because if it was, like, a black kid, any other ethnicity, they would have been in a coma, hospital, God forbid, 6 feet under.
The parents would have been dragging the kid out the door by their ankles and the hair just flailed back. That's what it is. And that's the thing that I always wonder nowadays is, what the hell gives them... I'm sorry. If all of a sudden... Now, granted, my parents, when I grew up, my parents, both had full-time jobs. My grandparents raised me, for the majority of my life. Yeah. And what it was is every time I got hit by my grandfather, my grandmother, regardless of what side of the family it was, I get hit, I look around for witnesses. Because as a kid, you go, did you see that? Did you see that? No, kid is smart.
No, didn't see it.
The kid is smart nowadays where he'll start crying to the top of his lungs and start pleading abuse. And he's 7 years old. You know what the term abuse is at that age? That's saying a lot.
It's not abuse, it's correction.
I agree.
Knock this shit
off. But
maybe I'm just old school like my dad is.
I know I am, but I was sitting there pointing at my grandparents going, did you see that? When I was in white suburbia, all the parents,
White suburbia.
all the parents in the store, all the white people are sitting there going, "Wow, I can't believe they actually have to get." I'm down in Milwaukee. Guess what? The first look I get from all the black adults is, "You better should have behaved. You gonna do that again?" No, here I'll go whip your ass too.
No, you.
I'll whip your ass too if you do that shit again. But that's what it is. I mean, seriously, if every black, I swear to God, I want to say, every black person, every black man, every black woman, married or single, when you're at that age and you grew up the way we did, they got a business card with their phone number and email just always in their wallet or always in their purse. So when they got a discipline in a store, boom, right in the ass. Here's my card. Call me if he fucks up again. I will whip his ass.
You want this kid to have the fear in God? Call me up.
Oh my God.
I would.
The two sounds I've always feared growing up, when I hit an age, and I respect it, and I hope my kids have that fear too, is the sound of the belt coming out of the loops. When you hit that point, your grandfather just also you're shoot, 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 and it's your grandfather pulling out the belt, you're like, fuck, game over. When your grandmother pulls out a wire hanger, you're going, she's not serious. But when all of a sudden she pulls out the belt, you're like, game over, no more fucking around.
You never mouth off to grandma.
Oh, no. She gives you money. Why would you fuck
There is no one sweeter, but there is no one meaner than grandmama. Where do you think your mom? Now I've been here. Where do you think your mom, your dad got it from? Grandmama.
Absolutely.
The one giving you money.
That's the thing. When they say hell have no wrath like a woman pissed off,
they're talking about grandma beating the grandkid.
They are. Grandma
relationship, my ass.
Grandma can have a halo over her head and go being a fucking devil in half a second flat if she needs to. And guess what? She'll be backhanding you with the diamond on her ring. Fuck you.
And still be in church Sunday morning, 35 minutes early, front and center.
And go, and not even hesitate, go, our Father, and just start singing while you just be sitting there sounding like a black kid from the
Just looking straight down, just sitting in your seat, just please.
You sound like a slave from the movie Ruth. Oh no, don't you best not be talking like this up here. Yeah. She gonna kill you. My grandma already said she gives me sleep, she gives me food. You don't want to do that. Be gone with that madness.
But speaking of movies, I want to make a few movies in my lifetime. The main priority movie that I would love to make would be a mixture of Pulp Fiction meets Passion of the Christ.
Passion of the Pulp.
No, I'm going to title this thing Pulp of the Christ.
There you go.
Because it'll be mainly a sequel of Pulp Fiction, but it'll be like Pulp Fiction takes place 70s, 80s, something like that. Yeah. I haven't watched the movie in a while. I need to rewatch it. But 30 years later, so about our time, this will be like last spring. Oh, the Mayan calendar's ending. We're all gonna die. All that nonsense. Except the rapture is actually gonna happen. So Samuel L. Jackson's character finds God in a dream, so he has to basically rescue as many souls as possible. And I'm gonna throw this in the movie too. The inspiration for this was when I was working, when I came back from school over spring break and was working, and we were just going through the Easter candy, just keeping the shelves stocked, and we found this book called Jesus is Calling. And the first thing that came to mind was Samuel Jackson, Jesus is calling, motherfucker! And that's when everything just clicked. Make this movie, Pulp of the Christ, and just have Samuel Jackson just go on this one-man missionary trip and try to save as many souls as possible before the rapture. And that's just about as many details as I got. The second movie that I would love to make.
I could see Christ looking down at Samuel L. Jackson going, I need you to find this woman. Samuel L. Jackson going, does she look like a bitch? Yes.
Look at this ratchet ass bitch. But this other movie I'd love to make would just be for like a whole hour and a half, 2-hour movie, just completely narrated by Morgan Freeman from start to finish.
Well, who the hell wouldn't like to have biography?
No. Let me finish. But just have Morgan Freeman talk about absolutely nothing related to what's going on the screen. Like there'll be like someone getting murdered someone mowing his lawn, and Morgan Freeman was just talking about like how he got the mail the day before, or like
why
how
don't you send him in a retirement home and watch him narrate everyone as he sits on his front porch?
someone collapsed in third row in bingo, whatever.
Oh no, they're falling now.
Like, we all love the sound of Morgan Freeman's voice. We absolutely do.
You hear Morgan Freeman's voice, he's related to God. We've made that connection. He is God. If God is a person, he's Morgan Freeman. That's what we've made the connection to.
Yeah, and Samuel Jackson's Morgan Freeman's son. Unbiologically, kind of. Not really.
Unbiologically kind of.
I know what I said.
Did you really? Do you know what you said?
Fuck off. I'm tired of you.
We'll have a drink afterwards. Don't worry about it.
I need one now.
Actually, all right. We forgot to actually tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are Wisconsinites, and I know so.
I'm a fib.
Yeah,
born in Illinois.
He's born in Illinois. We're Midwest kids.
I was smuggled into the state.
We're still trying to figure out how to get him back over the border, but
I'm going nowhere. Not once, not never.
But he's one of my very good friends, so I will consider him.
Aren't you sweet?
I try to be. I consider him a Wisconsin because he drinks like one.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like I said, when I say we're gonna go out and have a drink, I know there's been a lot of debacle. There's been a lot of conversation of drinking and driving, especially in the 20s age area.
Late teens.
Late teens, early 20s.
That seems to be the big one.
Here, I'm mid-20s and people are still talking about me and how I should drink responsibly. Here's the thing. I'm 24. I've been drinking for, well, let's actually be honest. I've been drinking for about 5-6 years already. And that's like going to parties and drinking and everything of that sort. So when it comes down to that, I already know what I'm doing. But the thing is, in Wisconsin or even anywhere in the Midwest, you can have anybody from out of state. I've had people from New York, California, Florida, even from Texas come up here and just go, yeah, I'm not from around here. I'll drink you on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you right now, when you say to a Wisconsinite, I will drink you under the table, two things come to mind. Number one, them be fighting words.
Yeah.
You're picking on the
Say that
wrong.
to anyone that's lived in Wisconsin for at least 2-3 years.
Those are fighting words because within those 2 years, you build up your tolerance.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Absolutely. Because now you're drinking with the big boys. That's how it is.
Unless you go to Germany, then we're basically the minor leagues.
Surprisingly, as far as out of the country goes, even people from out of the country come here and they go, nobody takes drinking seriously like you people do in Wisconsin. The only people that we've had consider and be accustomed to our ways are Germans. Now, granted, people from Wisconsin, we're normally, and I won't care, we're normally Krauts and mix. I'll say it, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Because it's true. But we're a mix of people who drink and have beer and booze in our system. When you're born, you come out either sucking on a stein or sipping on a bottle of whiskey. It's one of the two. And if you don't understand that, you're not from around here.
Where were you born? I got baby formula when I was little. Oh, where was this hospital?
But it's how
your own hospital.
But it's how it is. I had a German exchange student come up here.
Jim Beam to little kids.
When I went to college, my first year in college, we had a German
Parenting 101.
We had a German exchange student where we're all sitting there drinking at a party and everything like that. This German exchange student looked at me and some of my friends and goes, "I am just feeling buzzed." At that moment, we're about midway through a buzz going, wow, you're actually keeping up par with us. The minute we hit drunk, that's when he hit the good buzz level. You know that point where you could stop right now and keep
tipsy level.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're sitting there going, congratulations, we accept you. As far as English, I see English people come here all the time. Irish people come here all the time and go, what the fuck is going on? We don't take here. Our buddy Alec, and I will say this proudly because this gentleman
is Russian.
Well, yeah, he's Russian. He does vodka better than I. But besides the fact, on New Year's Eve party, we were sitting there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you heard of a site called Chat Roulette. Yeah, we all don't like hearing about it, but It's like
Irish.
It's like a guilty pleasure. You know you didn't. You know you don't want to admit you did it, but you did it. You went on to go see what you could find. Well, it was New Year's. So New Year's.
What do we find?
New Year's.
A bunch of dicks. It's
Fucking. It's what it is.
Well, as I was gonna say,
start from the beginning.
it comes down to a point where we're in a friend's basement, we're drinking on chat roulette. I'm a tequila person. I love Patron, so I've already knocked back a few shots of Patron, and we got some Jameson whiskey. I know so many people from Ireland call that's not the good shit. What the fuck do you think they're doing?
Were you using Jose Cuervo or?
No, I was using Patron.
Oh, that was Patron that night.
That was Patron that night.
Okay.
You should know. You were there.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we start there, and I'm trying to get our honored guest Alex to drink at that time, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna drink. Oh, go ahead. You're gonna take a shot of Patron. Okay." So he takes a shot of Patron. You know those little sample size thimbles, shot glasses that they give you at the dentist, or even like when you're in the store.
Oh, those little plastic ones.
Yeah,
That wasn't a thimble. That was fucking huge.
In his case, it was.
Alex, a little guy. Don't listen to him.
In his case, Alec is a little short, but still, it's something where we kind of laugh and go. We're all sitting there going, "No, all right, whatever. We're breaking you in." So we go on chat roulette, and this is where it comes back to it. We meet Irish people who are celebrating New Year's. And I show them the bottle of Jameson. They tap back. "Oh, great. You're going to take a fucking shot with us." "Yes, I'm going to take a shot with you." "No problem." "You see Alec, is he going to take a shot too?" "Sure, no problem." I pull out 2-size shot glasses. Alec pulls out this little thimble thing. I kid you not. You can stick this over your thumb. It would cover your nail, probably down. Could probably cover your thumbnail and down to your knuckle. These people on the webcam.
Dixie cup. I'll fill you up.
Let's have a party. And
sad.
And these Irish people see this shot glass, and the first they respond to, "What is that, a fucking thimble?" He goes, Alec responds, he goes, "No, it's a shot glass." And they go, "No, hey, shot glass? What the fuck are you talking about?" And I pull out a regular
They
shot
just poured into their food. This is a shot glass.
And
That was a bad accent on my.
I pulled out the actual shot glass. They go, "No, that's not about it." So I pull out, those little steins you can get from like your state fairs or whatever like that. Those the ones where they got the beer goggles on with Mardi Gras that you put them on. I pull out a cup that size, and I go, and it's glass. This thing's a decent size.
Traditional.
It is. And I pull it out and I sit down and show these Irish people. And they go, "Oh, that's fucking better." I pull out a triple shot. "Oh, that skit didn't even look better." So I pour that. Give Alec the triple shot. Alec goes, "No." "Okay, we'll pour him the thimble." Because apparently that's all this gentleman's able to withstand at the moment in time. Granted, he's done a lot of growing up since that. So I take back both the triple and the stein. "Aye, you must be fucking Irish." "Yeah, don't fucking see. At that moment, I jumped up in that basement and I clicked my heels. Yes, I was proud to be a fucking Mick, leprechaun, whatever you call it. Absolutely. Drunk out there, I say, fucking champion. That's what I call it. And I will say, it's the same reaction. If you're from out of town, country-wise, like you're from out of the country, you're from out of state, you say you can outdrink any Wisconsin. Like I said, first thing you're going to be saying is we take that as a challenge. The second thing...
We really do.
We do, because we take drinking as a
sport.
sport.
To any UW school, you're instantly playing beer pong, flip cup, baseball, fuck the dealer, whatever the game may be.
And that's the second thing I was going to say is we take drinking as a sport. And people you hear in magazines, "Oh, Wisconsin schools are so high in drinking and that." Us kids when we grew up in Wisconsin, even young adults, we look at those magazines and people go, "Yeah, that's not real good." We take that as a badge of honor. You guys are the most drunk people in this entire nation. Nay, we are not the most drunk people in this entire nation. Why? Because you have no tolerance like us.
You go down to Palm City Beach, you are not allowed to play if you're from Wisconsin.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to play.
There are some places where you cannot go Because if you say you're from Wisconsin, you are not allowed to play any drinking game. That, for some reason, that's just how it is. But like I said, it's something where you just kind of sit there and go,
That's some sort of form of discrimination.
Discrimination on an alcoholic level.
Bro, do you even drink?
And I'm not a fan of Jersey Shore or anything like that, but there are moments where I just go, bro, do you drink? Really? And I will say this, our celebrity guest, Alex Milnick, we have clocked him at 23.
Caddy Daddy.
Yeah, Caddy Daddy. We've clocked him at 23 bros per minute. Where when he is drunk, I kid you not, Rouser. Alec, when you are drunk, you'll go, bro. You know, you toss in the dude G-man home slice home French fry. But you've been clocked at 20.
Are you drunk?
You've been
I'm not drunk.
happy. He's been clocked at 23 bros per minute. That is a new record in my personal opinion. But also
And that's not including people going bro. That's
that's not machine gun. That's not machine gun style. No, this is just boom, boom, boom. You've been 23 bros per minute, and I will say this: I still need to see someone exceed. Someone's gotten close. They got 19, but you, good sir, and still,
good sir.
good sir, I'm at 23, and I will take that as a feat. If I had a trophy and this wasn't the pilot, I'd give you that trophy to go, what? If the WTF trophy, which we probably should create. The WTF trophy, the what the fuck.
I now give you the fuck.
I now give you the one fuck that I'm willing to give.
Yeah, we'll have a whole award ceremony. We'll call it the fucks.
The fucks. And that's what it is. I mean, sometimes, alright, well, you know what? Me and Rob Rouser, when we originally started thinking of ideas for this, the main thing is some people, when they were hearing us, that we're really good at ripping on other people. It's tag team. We rip on each other. And it's just funny back and forth. People think we're serious.
It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you just don't stop.
Seriously, it's how it is. And, you know, we go back and forth. People actually think we're serious. And the reason why I'm telling you this right now is because of our celebrity guest. We do have a few good shots in the... I'm looking at my list right now. And shall we move on to the topic of ex-girlfriends?
Fuck that shit.
As you can tell by the reaction, he knows we got some good ones. And ladies, yes.
Girlfriend, you talking about that one?
Yeah, I'm talking about satanic bitches. Seriously, no, ladies and gentlemen, she wasn't a freak like that. This was a
Sacrifice goats.
We'll leave it. Yeah, sacrifice goats, but she was a downright. When I nickname her El Diablo, and I'm very tolerant of people, that's saying a lot. It truly is. But this ladies, like I said before, he is taken by a good-looking girl who's very nice, and
she's trouble.
Trouble in your aspect. Trouble you, but I call you fucking lucky. Seriously,
the good ones are always trouble.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, if it doesn't get you in trouble, doesn't kill you, doesn't clog your arteries, is not dangerous in the world, then guess what? It is not fun. I will leave it at that.
If it doesn't make you see double, it's not trouble.
There you go. See? Problem solved. But like I said, talking about ex-girlfriends, this gentleman, how long did you date this thing? I won't call her a thing.
Too long.
Okay, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen, too long. But, for the first year, alright, no problem with her.
Still in high school.
Yeah, still in high school, no problem with her whatsoever. It got down to a point where, and ladies, please take this as a word of advice. Do not ever get to a point where you become possessive of your man. And when I mean possessive of your man, I mean isolation, making him not have bro time, not hanging out with him, just being alone to hang out with his friends. Or
ladies like to hang, you like to bro out.
Yeah. But she got to a point where our friend Alec here was isolated for about a good 3/4 of a year to a year, roughly. I mean, he saw us maybe 3-4 times a year, and he lives in town with us. It got that bad, and it got to a point where we went all. And this is where she got her nickname, or I gave her nickname. Her and him have been on and off all the time, and all I heard was drama, 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 drama. As I said before, ladies, your drama is, oh my God, she did this, oh my God, she did.
Wore the same shirt as me on the same day.
No, bitch, she gonna get cut. She gonna get cut. That's exactly what it is. You go on for 30 minutes. Guy drama? So, who gives a fuck? I mean, we talk it out, but still, like, who really gives a fuck? You know, I wasn't able to mow the grass today. Little pictures of my just fucking me up. That's our kind of drama. You ladies, you freak out about a ring on the finger, a shirt a girl wears, or the fact that she even breathed wrong when she was in your presence.
God forbid.
God forbid. Who the fuck put you on that pedestal? That's all I ask. No! We're at a Halloween party. And we're all at a Halloween party, having fun, having a good time. And it comes down to a part where everything's kind of crammed, everything's kind of packed. Everything, walk outside, it's a little cold, and you're in the light, there's one steam, people are steaming and stuff like that. You play football. You and I play football. You know when you're wearing all the pads, you're wearing the helmet, you just see like steam rise from a person's head. That's what it was. And it was all coming from all of us. Now, we're all not in costume, mind you, all dressed up regular. And I walked up to one of my friends, and I realized that I was about to pull the dick card.
Oh, geez.
I was about to pull the dick card, and as much as Alex...
Sometimes that's the fun card.
Well, exactly. And that's what I told myself.
Sometimes.
It's going to be fun. If nobody sees it funny, I know I sure as hell will. And Alex like a little brother to me. And they were going through some rough times. And I told one of my friends, pour some water in my hand. And I kid you not, I walk up to, and her name is Santa. I walked up to her, and she's steaming like everyone, and I just started throwing the water at her. The power of Christ compel you. The power of Christ compel you. And she did not catch on fire, surprisingly. And because of that, I get the glare, the look that you ladies give all guys. Just kind of a, are you fucking kidding me look. You don't have to say shit, but you're trying to make him feel 2 inches tall. No, I felt like a god. And I looked at her, and I yelled out loud. I go, she's not catching fire. She's not burning. She must be the devil. And I looked at her, and I got close. I'm like, El Diablo. And I started calling her that every time. Every time I saw her, hey, El Diablo. And once Alec was around, I called her Santa out of respect. He's like a younger brother to me. But every time she was solo, El Diablo. Oh yeah, I still got the same fucking look. and that's just one of the X stories. Not from him. I got plenty of X stories I could tell you. Randall's probably got plenty of X stories. We could just do a whole segment on just being...
Probably. But we have a saying, if you're not our girlfriend, you're not my problem. Or at least I say that. But speaking of things we're not suited for, I had careers we're not suited for.
Is like guys, or like what are you talking about for careers?
As far as you and I are concerned, like what is the number one thing you are by far not suited for?
Suited for? Let me see. Giving birth, getting pregnant. Oh,
no, career-wise. Career-wise.
Oh, career-wise? Well, let me see. Growing up, I wanted to be an astronaut. I'm an engineer now. Actually, I'm an electrical engineer. So I got the mathematics down for that, but as far as like career-wise, I could never be a football player because of my size. I could never, if there's physical limitations, that's one thing. If there's mental limitations, that's another. I know I couldn't develop the theory of relativity. That's a fact. But I could never be a teacher. I know for a fact I could never be a teacher. As much as I love kids, as much as I love talking with people, it comes down to a point where I will just sit there and I will yell at a person because they don't understand. What the fuck you mean you don't understand it? It's 2 plus 2. It don't equal 3. It equals 4. No, it equals... No, it don't. I don't see a minus 2. Now, if you said 2 and 2... You said 2 and 2 is equal to 3. No, 2 and 2 equals 22 or it equals 4. Why? Because you never put a plus sign between it. Make it count, bitch.
I just should not be around kids. But that aside, like I just shouldn't be around them. God forbid if the end of the world comes and I have a kid, I'm going to warn you guys, and you can run. But career-wise, I should not work for the suicide hotline. Because
I know I should work for the suicide hotline.
As much as I can be a sweetheart when I want to, I just don't have a filter between mind and mouth. I just cannot help but say, like, my mouth will, like, act before my mind thinks. And guy will be talking to me. I have this problem. I feel like killing myself because my girlfriend left me, or the dishwasher won't work, or whatever. And I'll just be like, "Whoa, what are you, pussy?" Like, not the first time, but I'll work for the line like 3-4 weeks. I'm just getting tired of it. Oh, just do it or don't do it already. Either don't put the guilt on your family. I'm not condoning suicide at all whatsoever, but I just should not be in that position. And same thing as a surgeon. I would make you, after surgery, I would make you look like you run like Forrest Gump at the beginning of the movie, where you have that 30 pounds of metal on each leg.
I honestly don't think that I would be, as far as a surgeon or a suicidal hotline person, I know I couldn't be it, because the first thing I'd be yelling is, "Come on, grow some fucking balls, you pansy. Life's not that bad." I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Rule number
You shoot like a girl.
Yeah.
You miss. What are you doing?
Rule number one.
We're just horrible people.
Well, yeah, that too. Rule number one in life I learned is life's not fair. Get used to it.
Life is hard. Move the hell on.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't check it out.
I mean, yeah, we all have to learn the hard way, but
That's just a part of growing. If you don't understand that, then you know what? And I'm sorry, this is where the part of the suicide hotline comes into effect. I would be that person and that dick to go, really? You don't think you can make it past? You really don't think you can do it? Then go. You're not contributing to society. And when people look at me and go, "Wow, you're an asshole," or when people that I say that to, because I've said that to a few people, "Wow, I can't believe you said that." I look at them, I go, "Then prove me wrong. Do something to prove me wrong." And that's real talk, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care.
Real talk.
I don't care if you go and you cure cancer, make the next longer lasting light bulb. You did something to make society better. And you know what? That's what everyone's lot in life is.
it really is.
It really is. You should be making everyone's life better. Not making it more difficult, but be making it better. And if you can't do that, then get the hell out of here. And that's just how it is. It truly is just this how it is. And the one thing I will say is, this is the time I truly did feel like a dick. Well,
Out of all times.
yeah, out of all times, this is one of those few times where you really feel like an asshole. When girl's going, it's a girl. She's going through.
Of course.
Well, of course. Because, you really don't want to be that guy. And the girl's going through the whole suicidal thing. And I did the same thing. What's the first thing? I get cries. I get an insensitive bastard. You know what? I was an insensitive bastard. Because I actually brought her family into it.
Oh
yeah. I was. Yeah. She was
all out.
She was an ex-girlfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what? So she broke it off with me. She kind of made me mad, and I know I'll probably lose a lot of respect from the ladies here, but it's something where I looked at it, and she was crying. She goes, "I don't want to live anymore. I got nothing more to live for." She was, "My family hates me. My world hates me. My current boyfriend hates me." And that was just the part where I was like, "You're bitching about a boyfriend. You're bitching about being in a relationship. You have people who love you. You know what? You really don't care about the world, and the world don't give a shit about you. Why don't you go do what your uncle did?" Which I met a month prior, before we broke up, died 2 weeks earlier from alcohol poisoning.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. I dropped to that level. I said, "Why don't you go?" I'm like, "You are complaining about people that love you, and you have it all. You have everything made. Why don't you go do what your uncle did?" And I don't know if karma works in mysterious ways, because about a year ago, my uncle actually lost his life to alcohol poisoning. His liver completely shut down.
It takes a lot to get to that level.
It does. But that was the point where all of a sudden I hit that level of insensitivity, and I really felt, I really did feel bad. But it was the type of girl that it was, and I'm not talking about
El Diablo's sister.
Oh no, no, you know, you can compare it to El Diablo's sister, but
She has a sister?
God forbid. But the thing that I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, is
I know that.
I am not trying to say that any guy can say it to any girl, because it's not. But it's the type of girl. This girl was drama. She, honestly, if her life were a soap opera, it would be The Bold and the Beautiful times Young and Restless, 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year. That's what it is. That's what she was. And after that happened, I couldn't believe I dated her. Because it's just that, you know, I guarantee you, all guys in this room, the three of us, can agree, there are different types of women.
Oh, yeah.
There truly are different types of women. They're the drama type. They're the ones that... What?
You got your drama type, you got your leeches.
You got your drama type, you got your leeches that will just suck your wallet and the life right out of you.
You just got your downright bitches.
You just got your downright bitches. This is our celebrity guest talking about this real talk.
What I don't get is that why do girls cry for no reason?
You want to know something? Guys cry for 4 different reasons, and I figured this out.
They got hit in the nuts, they run out of beer, they
reach
some father, or
no, I was saying this. I was like,
family pass.
That's what I was gonna say. One of the reasons that a guy will cry, not a girlfriend, wife, but a family member dies. Family member or a really good friend dies. And, you know, you can tell they're holding it together. Don't you cry, don't you cry. But, you know, it's something society has brought on a guy where it's like, no, don't do it. But it happens. So, you know, you cry. Second one, a girlfriend breaks up. A long relationship, which is understandable.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting emotional. You're not becoming a bitch. You really felt bad for her. Number 3, you got no money in the bank. You got no money in your wallet. You are BRO. You can't even afford a pot to piss in. Yes, that is one reason any guy will cry. And his friends keep inviting him out to the bar. But guess what? One of the guys ended up buying a car and putting all his money down. And then he sold the car and ended up buying a new one. Why? Because he can't do shit. He's already on unemployment. That's not me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, I know a few people like that. And number 4, no guy. I think every guy you walk up to can say that they held their composure at the end of Old Yeller.
I did.
You held your composure.
I surprisingly did. I bawled my eyes out when Mufasa died. That was a huge one for me. Then again, I was 4.5, and when I was... We still have it, the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
I even identified the music and just bawled my eyes out. I was 5 for one of the two. And so,
but that's the thing is, and when everyone goes, dog is man's best friend, it is true. If it is in a movie, here.
Marley and Chihuahua.
Marley and Me is another good one. Here, I'll even say 2 more. Paranormal Activity 2, when the dog got dragged out of the room by nothing. I kid you not, every guy in that theater, when it came to that movie, oh, you know, that bitch deserved it. Oh, fuck that. You know what? That guy deserved it too. Girlfriend. You know, don't fuck with the baby, but whatever, the baby probably did something. The minute that dog got dragged out, every guy stood up and said, fuck that. This movie sucks. Game over. Was ready to walk right out. You don't fuck with Fido. That's just how it is. You really don't. You don't fuck with Fido. You said Marley and Me? What was the second one? Second one I was thinking of was I Am Legend. I Am Legend. Well, you know, a guy lives with a dog for 3 fucking years, but meets a woman for 1 day and ends up dying. What is that?
About a mannequin, too.
This dude wanted to fuck the mannequin, for love of God. You knew he was lonely.
Well, if you're the last person on Earth.
Or at least you think you're the last person on Earth. Yeah, I honestly, there's just so many things, especially with us. When we talk, ladies and gentlemen, we talk to you like this. Now, granted, like I said, it's our first episode. We're really, you know, not really into doing this yet.
No.
No, we're not. You can tell we've been studying, and we are not as professional as we like to hope. No doubts there, right? But it comes.
Please call me sir.
You know, we're not as professional, but everything we speak from is life experiences. Things that, honestly, if I could make a comedy, I've done open mic before, but there are times where I sit there and go, if I could have a Comedy Central show, the name of my skit would be, "You cannot write this shit." This shit happens. Hey, here, I was ordering a pizza at work one day, hanging out with some of my work buddies. Hey, you gonna get pizza? Yes. I will not tell you the name of the place because I don't want anyone thinking ill of this person or thinking bad of this place. Because probably not all people. But this tells you how, and we'll make a full circle back as to people and their stupidity. Order a pizza. Hey, guys, what do you want? And we're gonna do pepperoni. We're gonna do pepperoni and sausage. But can you do this? Can we go half and half? Half cheese, half pepperoni and sausage? Sure, no problem. Call a guy up on the phone. Hey, like to make an order for a large pizza? All right. Can I get pepperoni and sausage? But can you do this? Can you move the pepperoni and sausage only to one side of the pizza? Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, when I
So pepperoni's on one side and sausage is on.
no, both combo. He wanted cheese and pepperoni and sausage on one. He just wanted cheese on one side, which I'm fine with because I still would have ate it. I was hungry as hell. And I kid you not when I say this, the reaction within a half a second from the guy on the other end of the phone was, "What half?" And it caught me off guard. I paused for about 3 seconds trying to comprehend what he said. I said, "Excuse me." He goes, "What half would you like this stuff on?" In my mind, I'm thinking, is this pizza a triangle, a pentagram, Satan's pizza? What's going on? But it did not, occur to me that someone would ask that question. Because I'm thinking pizza, round, pick a half, don't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hold on one second. Hold the receiver outward. And I yelled at my buddies, "Hey, which side do you want the pepperoni and sausage on?" And it got down to a point where they both asked me, they go, "Well, what do you mean what size? What size?" And I'm like, what side do you want it on? My work partner, Food, decided to go, "How about the top half?" And when he said the top half, I asked this person, "Why not the top half? I don't want my pepperoni and sausage baked into my crust." And it was to a point where I said that, and this guy on the phone, he took me serious. He goes, "Left or right?" I said right, because you don't want to get mad with that gentleman. Wait about 30 minutes, pizza comes, kid delivers it. You know it's not the same kid. But my buddy Fu opens up the pizza, and pepperoni and sausage is on the right half instead of the left half. Or it's on the opposite half. So we open up, he goes, "I don't want it." He gives it right back. I'm thinking, like, oh shit, something's wrong with it. And I lift it up, and the kid's like, "What did I do wrong?" Lift it up, and I explain. Kid, ladies and gentlemen, if you have to ask what side you put pepperoni and cheese on, or pepperoni and sausage on a circular pizza, god damn, what the fuck? I asked him, I said, "I want it on the top, not baked in the crust." Dude took me serious. It just, how dumb could you get? How dumb can you get? Stupidity works. I pull out the warning labels on everything. Let's see how many people survive.
Right? But anyway, reasons why you're dumb, or for being dumb. Next topic. Alec, you can't really join in on this topic, but reasons why we are single. I can sum this up for both of us in one sentence. I'm just a smartass asshole. You look like you're 30, but you can at least dance, ladies. So you've got a job, so he can buy you drinks. I'm
Got the money in the bank.
I'm just the dick broke college student. So
I'm rebounding from the college student experience, though. I think everyone is. Every guy walks out there thinking he's going to have money in the bank, have a nice car. I will tell you one thing.
No.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. You do that the minute you get out of college. You have student loans to pay off. You got debt to pay off, and you go and you get that chip. You are not a man. You're a boy.
Yeah.
Because you went and you bought the toys first.
Yeah.
Take care of your shit. and treat your woman at the same damn time.
Exactly.
You know what? When you get the toys, it means that you're looking for something else. It means you're looking for one thing, and it screams desperate. Trust me, we have many people in our group that we hang out with who we can't bring girls around anymore at times because these single girls get scared away because said people scare these people away because all they do, they got the cars. They try to have the money, but they don't have, but they have the debt too. So you know what? They're not men. They're little boys. And I can tell you right now, they get scared quickly.
Oh,
they really do. And when people look at us and go, I don't understand. Why is this going on? Why is this going on? Why don't these people like hang out with us? Because we're trying to protect your ass, sweetie. You don't introduce me to any of your friends. I would if you'd listen. It's just how it is how it is. I mean, nothing more can be just said about that. I mean, these are these kids that sometimes you just, one of them's my best friend. He's like a brother to me. But there are times where I just want to knock his ass out. I can guarantee you, this kid's never been knocked out before ever.
Oh yeah.
This kid, you know, guys and ladies, if you've been knocked out, holy shit. Seriously, you've been knocked out. I hope that, you know, if you were wearing a weave at the time, it didn't get pulled out.
In Sussex, I don't think so. But
no, you see some weird shit in Milwaukee. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
You know, ladies.
Dallas.
Oh yeah, ladies. I hope you weave. I hope if you're bold enough to wear a weave. Good for you. Good for you to have the confidence, because I'll call your ass out. I'm just telling you right now. I don't like it. If you got short hair, wear that shit proudly. I'm bald. I try to make bald beautiful. I know I'm ugly doing it, but it's okay. It's okay. Accept it.
Pity party.
But you gotta accept it. And if you got your if your ears not get ripped that night, great for you. And like I said, ladies, if you've not been knocked the fuck out, it is a scare. Any person, hey, you go talk to your boy, go talk to your guy, your man, whatever you call him, your boo. I don't give a shit.
Sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy.
All right. We like Kevin Hart on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
We like a lot of comedians. If you haven't heard some of the stuff that we've been saying all night, we do like some comedians, and we like to praise them. I mean, they do a lot of work. But like I said, if you've not been knocked the fuck out before, that's a scary feeling. I'm down to a point where your first time, you get knocked out. In 45 minutes, when you wake up and your best friend or the boys that you went with, or girls, whatever, or your group is looking at you, and the first words out of their mouth is, "Are you okay?" Two things should come to your mind. Number one, what happened? Number two, where am I? For like that the shit happened, and have everyone explain it to you, because I've been knocked out before. It was about it's scary. Got knocked out. About 30 minutes later, my buddy Derek looks up in front of me. My buddy Derek, black guy who was on the police force, he looks at me and goes, "Are you okay?" You know, I've been blacked out.
Some Farva looking dude from Super Troopers.
Well,
do you need my assistance?
Unit 23, you need my assistance, forward. Well, my buddy Derek is sitting over me. He goes, "Are you okay?" The club's got...
You need me to call him a chicken fucker.
The club is got the music pounding. You know, I've been drunk before, and I blacked out before too, drinking. But this was not that kind of blacking out where you just got a headache. No, my head hurt. I got my fucking ribs hurt. I think somebody took some body shots to me while I was down. My jaw's just turning like, and that's exactly what it was. And I'm like, what happened? They explained everything that happened to me. I've never been so scared in my life. Because in that 30 minutes where you don't comprehend anything could have happened to you. That's why at least I know when I saw the movie Hangover, when they were talking about the roofies, and none of them remember shit, I know how weird that shit is.
Topic of roofies.
No, I've never been roofies, but when they're talking about the no memory shit, I'm talking like, I understand no memory. And that's what it is. But I was
what that night? Oh shit!
I will say though, the funniest time I've ever seen, you know, and guys, if you're tall, I will tell you this right now: don't make fun of the little man. He will knock your ass out because you're picking on his size. A guy must have been 5'2", Spud Webb style. Well, no, I'll say Spud Webb style. If you don't, ladies and gentlemen, you know what Spud Webb is. Ask any sports guy. This dude has the highest vertical leap where they have a physics equation made after his ass. Okay, and you know he was pretty small little black guy. Yeah, black boy got ups, but that's what this kid was. And 5'2", dude's about 6'1", 6'3", at the club having fun. Tall guy, giant, makes fun of David. Goliath makes fun of David, and I don't know because this guy must have had some Asian in his blood or whatever. Because the next thing I know is I see
some Bruce Lee.
All I see is Spud. I'm going to call this kid Spud Webb. And all I see is his leg. I don't know if this guy had balls or like testicles or what, but his leg is. He's perpendicular with the ground.
Oh man!
His leg was vertically that high, where he just knocked this dude across the jaw, and you see this 6'1", 6'3" head just snap, go back, and him drop to the ground. What looks at me? That guy wasn't part of my group, but I was getting ready in case shit go down. Because why? I'm helping the little guy out. I'm jumping ahead. I'm sitting there like this. I'm getting ready. Spud Webb looks at me and goes, "Hey, what you looking at?" Like, I'm ready to pick a fight with him. I'm like, no. Don't knock me out. Don't knock me out, bro. Don't knock me out. I'm going to buy you.
Don't tase me, bro.
I looked at him. I said, I'm going to buy you a drink. Guy looks at me and goes, why are you going to buy me a drink? Here's the reason. If you're little and you just prove to everyone in the club that you can take care of your own, great. You deserve a drink. Here, have one. I guarantee you, the guy who got knocked the fuck out might buy you one later too, because he's gonna respect your ass just a little bit more.
Probably. But speaking of violence and not knowing what's gonna happen, the zombie apocalypse.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Walking Dead, one of my favorite shows.
Absolutely.
I watched the whole season 3. No, it was a whole weekend, like seasons 1, 2, and 3. With Kevin Smith. Great marathon. And that made me thinking, like, through the episodes that I've seen, I just switched on the Xbox, started playing video games, obviously, and it just got me thinking, if you could choose your weapon, like a handheld weapon, not like a catapult or like some sort of like dragon statue flamethrower, cheap crap like that, if you could choose any handheld weapon that to defend yourself, what would it be? Mine would be the Lancer from Gears of War, because you got the bullets and then just the chainsaw on the side.
Oh yeah.
To me, it's the perfect weapon.
That's why it's brought in Gears of War, because it is the perfect weapon.
Exactly. I like to think I'm a boss that shit until I play Deep Deathmatch, but hey, I still love playing with it.
I honestly would say yeah, but if I did not have the idea of the Lancer without playing Gears of War, I will say that I would have taken a basic M16 rifle with bayonet on it. just that bayonet, because you know you sit there.
It's got that stealth factor.
Yeah, and I can just pop that bayonet off, and guess what? Boom. Walk up behind somebody. What? You died in your sleep. You don't see me coming. You don't see me coming.
The spare tomahawk in the back pocket.
Okay, well, we're talking Gears of War, dude. Talking Gears of War.
No, this is just for me. My own shits and giggles. Tomahawk. Just zombie thinks he's being smart, sneaking up on me. Bam! Just like, bah! Like, literally cut his head in half. And speaking of playing video games, as a gamer, more than casual gamer myself,
Likewise.
I'm used to like
Probably another reason why we're single, ladies.
get at us. So hashtag desperate. So
no. Hashtag plain. That's what I gotta say. Desperate.
plain desperate, whatever. Same shit. But anyway, gamers we're used to like staying up till the wee hours in the morning, and we would sleep until 11 or aren't you sweet? 11, 1, 2.
Really? I go to bed at 3 and I'm up by 5. Gamer.
Hell no. I'm out. I'm comfy. I am not moving. And all three of us actually did robotics, and we would be up at the school Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, and we would basically...
I always show up a little later.
You did. But even during the school week, we would go home from school for an hour or two, come back at like 5 or 6, and then just work until 10, 11, sometimes even midnight. And back in high school, we would complain about it. Now, we're complaining about going to work, like a 12-hour work shift on like 2 hours of sleep or whatever. And then one of my friends posted on Facebook about like about her kid keeping her up, having to go to work and then school. And I commented, we used to complain about build season, which we would. I mean, it's a long 6 weeks. If you don't know what robotics is, it's basically BattleBots. I miss that show, but
hell yeah!
I wish they would bring that show back. Same thing with Animals Attack. I loved that show. I posted that as Facebook status. Karma got me right away. I had a dream I was attacked by random packs of animals. I forgot what one, but
here's something. Now, Grant, Grandpa, tell me that maybe I'm overthinking this.
probably.
Most likely, but still, this tells you like what kind of. This tells you what kind of childhood we got that kids really don't value these days. So I was mowing my great grandmother's lawn. She's gone, God rest her soul. But I was mowing the lawn, and I went back behind the garage, and that's where she used to have her garden. When she got older, she kind of let everything just grow.
Yeah.
And when you see vegetation that's up to your waist, and it's like the shrubs, and when it looks like it's a jungle back there, I'm sorry, the first thing that comes to my mind when I look down at that shrubbery was I'm waiting for a dinosaur to come out and attack my ass. I know it sounds corny, I know it sounds cheesy, but when we were younger, the greatest thing that came out when we were like, what was it, 7, 8, something like that? 7, 8, something like that. When we were little, was Jurassic Park.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I look at this, and I'm sitting there going, I'm waiting for a dinosaur. I paused for a moment looking at the shrubbery. My grandmother was with me out there. She goes, are you okay? It scared the hell out of me. Just her walking up behind me. I'm like, she goes, what's wrong? I go, no, I saw that. I thought I saw eyes in there. Multiple eyes.
You turn back at your mom. That Newman guy from Seinfeld. I can never remember his name.
Dennis Nedry.
Yeah, Dennis Nedry.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have bank of useless knowledge honed in my brain.
I think everyone has like some sort of extent of like,
video games, movies, something like that. But even when it comes to survival too.
Useless crap that they remember for absolutely no reason. But they'll like say it out in public, and then they'll just think to themselves, "How the fuck do I remember that?"
Here's the funny thing: when people say random stuff, and people, when it comes down to conversations where people are talking and out of nowhere, it's not even the Tourette's thing where someone's just like, fuck stuff. No, it's not. It's not the Tourette's moment, but it's that old person moment where you're sitting there talking about playing video games, and then someone just out of nowhere, and ladies, I'm sorry to pick on you, half the time it's a girl, especially with the video game topic, going, oh my god, do you see the flower over there? When we're talking about a game on the screen, you're talking about a flower in the corner. We have no idea where you came. You came from left field. The one thing I always love to say is, the wall is blue. Because I always say that with my grandmother. Because she goes, what the hell are you talking about? The wall is blue. Where did you come up with that kind of logic? Where did that come from? I don't know. That's the same thing about you too, Grandma. We're sitting here talking about history and Nikolai Tesla, and you're talking about how your neighbors feel the other day. That's just, I'm sorry. It's just, tell it is. You want to say it's real talk? No, it's real talk. How it's always going to be, real talk.
Speaking of real talk, back to like the high school extracurricular activities. We just touched on robotics. We both played football. I don't know about you, but I still haven't really found peace away from football.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
We played at Sussex Hamilton, and
if you're from Menominee Falls, fuck you. That's right. I graduated. I'll say it. Fuck you. You're a rival. Any person who's a rival from any school, even if you see him later in life, hey, I was your rival school. First thing that happens, middle finger, fuck you. Hi, how you doing? Good to meet you.
yeah, I saw someone out at school. I was wearing my Hamilton football sweatshirt. Some kid comes up to me, hey man, you went to that loser school. You should have went to Falls. And just as
Devs be fighting words out here.
it really is, and it really defines like the type of people that they are. I mean, yeah, by senior year they beat us, but Marquette whooped their ass in state. Haha.
They recruit.
Yeah, Marquette just.
They will sit there and draft a high school team like it's goddamn NFL. They will go to a flag football game and be sitting there with clipboards and stopwatches going, oh my god, that 10-year-old ran a 50 in 10 seconds. He's going to be the next Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be the next Amon Green. Deion Sanders.
Leon Sandcastle.
Whatever you think of. That's how bad some of the schools we played against were. And you'll have other kids from oh, you never played this. Oh, you never played that. You know what? Fuck you. Seriously, just fuck you.
Speaking of kids in sports, back at Whitewater for my most recent summer class, I was with Trell again. We were walking back from our usual like every other day trip to Walmart, and we're walking back. I'm a Bulls fan, and this.
How can you not be after MJ?
Well, being born in Illinois after the 90s, yeah, how can you not? And
we're not talking about a 1P, a 2P, or even a 3P. Yeah, we're talking about a minimum 8P.
2 3-peats, essentially. And all through the summer, there were like kids' camps at Whitewater. Didn't know what they're for, didn't care. They annoyed me anyway. I see this kid in a Derrick Rose jersey. And me being the Bulls fan I am, okay, I'll be nice. I walk by him. I'm just like, hey, nice jersey, little man. Little fucker mean mugs me. Thanks. And that's when I just got like all fucking grrr in my head. It's just like, little fucker did not just mean mug me, come to my neck of the woods and give me attitude. Little fucker has probably a LeBron James jersey in his closet, not knowing who Michael Jordan is, motherfucker. No.
Not up in here!
Not up in here! And that's when I realized that I probably have some sort of anger issues.
Which is probably one of the reasons why we're doing this.
Probably.
I might have some anger.
I'm just going on this rant, and I had Trell laughing. Oh, him being black, he was laughing to the point where he's doing that laugh. And most of them do it. And when you have them doing the, you know, you
sound
have
like
them just
static white noise.
Yeah, the analog channel on the TV or whatever. That's when you know you got them cheesing, to say the least. And speaking of kids and nonsense, in my last class we were talking about, basically the theme of the class was disobedience to authority.
Okay.
And guns in schools was brought up.
Oh, and especially after everything going on recently.
Oh, yeah. But even so, when we were younger, we loved Nerf guns, all that stuff. Could you, like, how could you not?
I'm sorry. If you're a kid and you don't think Nerf guns are great for your kid, I will tell you right now, the more, this is a personal opinion, the more you expose your kids to Nerf guns, the more fun they're going to have because they physically feel the gun in their hand. Not this video game crap where they're shooting pixels at each other. That's something for older adults to play. Let your kids go out You know, take the little Krispy Kreme snowball outside. Take the ice cream bar out of his hand. Give him a piece of fruit. You know, a grape or two won't hurt, or an apple, and just let him go have fun. You know what we used to play? Back when
Cops and robbers.
Red Rover, Cops and Robbers.
Smear the queer.
Oh, dude, you can't say that nowadays.
No.
Oh, it's kill the cat. No, hell no. It's smear the queer. Yeah, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. If you are going to be sitting there going, it is not smear the queer. I will tell you this right now.
Fuck yes, it is.
It is. But here's the thing. If you're not going to call a queer, there is a show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. They identify themselves as queers. It's okay. Now, granted, if you're going to, I think me and him both have the same opinion. A kid's going to bully another kid. He's already stated, and I agree with him, I would be one of the first people out there taking my kid who bullied another kid, be sending him out on the busiest street intersection.
Yeah, see pictures on Facebook about it like every other week about I bullied a kid in school, this is my punishment. I'd be in like paper hat and a cape. I'm the asshole parent making him do this with a huge smile on my face, eating a Whopper, making him starve for not to the point. He just wouldn't get dinner or lunch, one of the two. And
he learned his lesson. That's
where he would learn his lesson. That's it. I'm not for child abuse, spouse abuse, any abuse whatsoever. But I am a firm believer in discipline. Discipline, not just not nonsense punishment, which brings me to this story. I don't know if you heard about this.
Well, here's my thing when it comes down.
No. In the school, a kid was in the cafeteria eating his lunch, and he had a Pop-Tart. And he maybe had 2 or 3 bites into it, and it kind of looked like a gun.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, the lunch lady freaked out about it, and the kid got suspended.
My question is, when the hell did we get so damn sensitive?
I know. And it's just like, okay. I remember, and I'm a 90s kid. I grew up being
I was born in '89, so I was a '90s kid. I'm not gonna say that I was an '80s kid, although my parents made me watch all the shows from the '80s and stuff like that. And I had the childhood, ladies and gentlemen. I had an Atari when everyone was having an N64. So technically, everyone's having the technological advancement. I was an '80s kid, but I will firmly say I'm '90s. It's how it is.
Yeah. But the lunch lady was freaking out. Oh, it looks like a gun. It's a fucking Pop-Tart. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, no, not the strawberry filling. Bang. Oh, worst case scenario.
That strawberry filling looks like blood. Remember that.
Lick that shit. It's fucking strawberries and or cherry. Ooh. It's not going to be like some other violent. I was going to name a specific event, but I probably would have been too soon knowing my mouth going on about nothing. And another thing from this class, kid in the front row, he must have also had like some sort of autism or disability. Again, I have no problem with people with autism. It's an unfortunate thing that happens.
Oh, absolutely.
And hopefully there's like some sort of cure
or
some sort of treatment for that.
Well, but that's a serious, I wouldn't say injury, but that's a serious thing.
It is.
But here, when a kid skins his knee and thinks it's the end of the goddamn world, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a child and you're listening to this, I will tell you right now, and you coddle.
No children's going to listen to this.
I said, if you have a child and you do this.
I don't.
Thank God. Thank the world you don't.
Hallelujah.
And you have a child, you're listening to this, and please hear what I have to say about this. You coddle your kid, and even if he falls down and scrapes his knee and he's not crying, and you run to his side, you really need to go. There needs to be a parenting camp where you need to be slapped upside the head. Seriously. You should not be doing. Let the kid be a kid. Honestly.
Exactly. Don't blame Jake from State Farm for your kids, whatever nonsense. No. The kid's going to learn somehow I know I learned a few things the hard way. My mom was just like, "Oh, honey, you need to like teach Robbie how to do this." That's like, no, he's gonna learn that on his own. He's gonna learn it once the hard way. That'll be the end of it. And I learned a few lessons like that. I turned out somewhat okay.
Well, I think the way I look at it this way is, all right, I think everyone can understand the first time they actually burn their hand in the stove.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's something you learn. I was with my grandparents at the time. Grandparents go, my grandfather just saw his man and goes, "No, that's hot." Try to go for it again because I'm like, "Ooh, what's up there?" I did not get a second warning from my grandfather because he stopped my grandmother. And all you heard,
I would have.
Oh, that's all right. But here's the thing: is all I remember hearing from my grandfather was my grandmother. My grandmother was like, oh, my grandfather go, no, just wait. It's just one of those like, just let him do it.
Honey, get the camera.
just let him do it. You gonna do that again? No, you learned your lesson. When I hear a kid can't, honestly, if a kid falls down, scrapes his knee, an ambulance will come rushing. A parent will go, Timmy fell. He's bleeding. Boom!
Don't be stupid.
Yep. Okay. Yep. He skinned off the first layer of skin on his knee. Are you crying? No. Then why is your mother calling? I don't know.
Can you still walk? Yeah, shut up.
Exactly. Exactly. You're not even limping. Get the hell out of here. But I seriously, if you become that much of a quote unquote helicopter parent, where you are hovering over your kid, seriously, if it's gotten to that point,
Mayday.
it got to that point, someone needs to seriously just take the helicopter keys away from you, your car keys, so you go sit down and you go right, because kids are gonna get hurt.
Oh yeah.
And if they don't, then they're not living.
Exactly.
That's how it is. Kids will hurt other kids, not by intentional purposes, but because it was an accident. Now, if a little kindergartner comes up, because some other kid accidentally knocks him down, and that little kid that gets knocked down walks up, he's with his friends, I'm gonna get that kid. Well, we'll get him. Why he has this little kid has an Italian accent, I don't know. He's gonna walk up to that other kid during playpen, especially during snack time. Gonna walk up, take his little goldfish, take a little bag goldfish, just start smashing them in right in front of the kid. Kids gonna go, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you wanna know what your goldfish gonna be doing? Just walk over to the little macaroni and cheese model you made, and just start sprinkling them all over the macaroni and cheese. Wow, you see this? Yeah? Your goldfish is sleeping with the macaroni. And just throw it. You know what? That little kid who accidentally knocked down the other kid, he's horrified. He has no more fish. That was gold growing up. I'm sorry. You had goldfish or a graham cracker, your day was made.
Yeah, but this kid, he must have had like some sort of autism or like a stroke, because he talked like in that deep, slow voice that you like. Yeah, but it was like wubbed a bit, so it was but like a slow motion.
It's that slow motion where it's like, come here now, no.
Yeah, but just listening to him, and then he would have this water bottle, but it was like one of those like sports bottle where it had that weird nozzle thing, and you'd squirt it and like you could drink.
Right.
His water bottle sounded like a choker bottle, so every time he took a drink, this kid would fill it up with Gatorade, and he would like just chug it, like a whole like 20-ounce bottle of Gatorade in like 20 minutes. I know it's not really too fast, but like just a whole or whatever. It sounded like he was like choking, and I was just scared. Like I wasn't even paying attention to what the teacher was saying. I was just watching him, like, oh, please don't choke, because I was scared because of the sounds that it was making. Because I was just waiting for the like the coughing. I was like, oh shit, someone's got to save him. Like I was in like like while sitting in this like weird, cheap university desk, I had my feet set like a blitzing linebacker, just ready to just bowl over like the poor, like God forbid this didn't happen, but the 4 girls that went right in front of me, just like beeline for the kid, just like Heimlich him, give him the Heimlich. And I had the kid next to me laughing because I was paranoid. Don't choke, don't choke, don't choke. I had him paranoid too from my paranoia. I was almost like a carrier, if you will.
Yeah. No, I understand what comes down to that. It's really hard, especially when you see kids like that. Because I've had, I've seen a few kids like that too. And when kids make fun of the other kids like that, no, you shouldn't be doing that.
No.
But here's the thing, and it's undeniable that it does happen. And I know it sounds here like we're preaching don't bully, but here's the thing: is regardless whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen. It's just a fact and a part of growing up. There are some kids where I kind of wish that they did get more bullied in high school or middle school, because I know
they needed it.
I know for a fact that me and him both. I mean, I know I was the quiet one. I was the shy one. I always got bullied on the football team or whatever team I was on. That's just because I was the kid to pick on. But look where I'm at now, and they're all sitting in a gutter doing what God knows what. Fuck you.
Deep frying.
Yeah, you're deep frying at a McDonald's that you're paying to
giving
get paid.
Me extra fries. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, when they're asking, you want fries with that? I'm talking with people from all over the world because that's what my business does. But I will say this, and regardless if I have a son or a daughter when I grow up, and if he by some miracle has a son or a daughter,
please let it be a son.
God help us. But even like a daughter. And I get a call from the principal or I get a call from the school administrator. Do you know what your child did today? No, I don't. Please enlighten me. Because I will say that. I will be a smart ass. No, I don't know what my child did. Because they're not there at fucking school holding their hand. Well, your kid ended up hitting another kid.
Well, what another kid do?
Well, that's what I would ask. And if they're not willing to respond, is my child right next to you? Yes. Put them on the phone. After you get them to stop crying. Explain what happened. If my child is getting suspended for sticking up for another person or sticking up for themselves and fighting back and not instigating the problem, I think any parent would gladly say this with pride. I will not hold that against my child ever. I wouldn't. And there are some parents that would. And if you're listening to this and you're one of those parents, fuck you. Seriously. I'm not kidding. Your kid is looking out for themselves, means they're able to defend for themselves. Top of that, they're looking out for other people's kids. You should be praising them.
Playground guardian.
Yeah, no kidding. There can only be one.
We only have one Highlander.
Your kid will be a Highlander. All the other kids will be like
going to recess looking like Braveheart. Got the face paint.
Instead of a claymore, he's walking around with a meter stick. He's just slung over his back.
No wonder whenever he sees a bully, just moons him. You'll never take my freedom.
You'll never take his fucking freedom. Seriously, you gotta.
I would not be surprised if my son was in elementary school. My fucking freedom. Shit. He learned.
Where did he learn to say freedom?
The poor woman that marries me and has my children. Where do you learn such a word? Me. It was me.
That's where you just go, I don't know, baby.
I'll just admit it and bear the consequences. I'll be in trouble for one thing or another.
Well, of course, I think anyone would be. I know my wife many a times will probably look at me and go, how the hell did I end up with you? And I go, it's one of those, right, where people will look at me walking down the street and they'll look at her and go, I want to have that girl. I want to have that girlfriend wife. I want to have her to that point. Not put her up on a pedestal, but I want her to be so good looking. She walks down the street and I'm next to her. People look at her and go, God damn, what are you doing with him? And I'll be sitting there going, I don't know. Just be sitting there laughing, arms go like. I ask myself that every day. Did she love you? I like to think so. Ain't gonna be for my looks.
Yeah, one of those girls like, how'd you land her? I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know. Well, he's just like that kind of guy and everything like that. And you see so many good-looking girls here. Ladies, if you listen to this, be who you are, and don't tell me. And I know you hear the excuse. I want a real man, but yet you look fake as hell. Yeah, us guys, we see through that shit too.
Like Barbie meets Jersey Shore. He got the
fuck that, cause
level 8 tan. Got
more guys are
2 pounds of makeup, high heels, bombshell bra, whatever those are called.
A guy like me, and I'm a real guy. I'm a normal guy.
Yeah.
I know I don't look good, but I'll be damn well sure I'm gonna try to look good. If I see that, I won't walk up to you. And if you try to make the attempt, I'll have a conversation. And if that's fine. You engage first. But if you look at me and go, you shouldn't judge, bitch. Don't give me something to judge then.
And half the girls like, oh, you should just come talk to me. And like once you make the effort to talk to them, they just scoff at you and tell you to fuck off. Like,
okay, I might not be some Jersey Shore motherfucker who's got the spiky hair, the pec implants that takes you from a -A to a C cup, and it looks like when people go, do you lift, bro? I go, yeah, I can lift more than you. And they sit there and can't even bench 75 pounds with that fucking big-ass chest. You didn't earn that. Get the fuck out of here. And I will say, you didn't earn that. I earned my shit. And I will gladly say, all right, Nate, come. I got girls walk up to me and go, oh, let me guess. I'm like, go ahead and feel. I don't care. Cop and feel. I don't care. Only if I can do the same to you. Because that's just how it is. You touch mine, I touch yours. But I will do it in the most respectful way possible.
if there's a respectful way. But no, like back to you'll look at a guy like, how'd you land her? I don't know. That basically sums up my prom date and senior ball date.
Well, here's the thing. It sums up Alex's girlfriend right now.
Oh, man. I can find out.
Exactly. Like when I asked my...
that same thing yesterday.
How the fuck you land me?
Like, when I asked Kristen to go to prom with me, at prom, dude, how'd you get her to go to prom with you? I don't know. But then senior ball, Katie, I went with her. My buddy Matt, who lives in Minnesota now, I wouldn't call him a player, but he had a few girlfriends in high school, to say the least. And I would look at him like, dude, how'd you get all these girls? I don't know, I just talked to him. It's easier said than that. Then he finds out I'm going to senior ball with Katie. Looks at me, how the hell did you do that? I don't know. But
took your advice.
No, Kristen told me to ask Katie. So.
Oh, okay.
But no, I miss Katie though. Like she's a good girl. I'm glad she's graduated Carroll and shit. Wasn't supposed to say the name, but.
When it comes down to stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen, and guys especially, just have the confidence, go take support.
I did not have that in high school.
Well, no, but you also.
I know I didn't.
Everyone grows up. Here,
yeah.
Let's say this right now. My best friend, who just became single recently, ladies, I won't give you a name, but just if you're going to listen a little bit longer, maybe you hit us up later. I'm more than happy to tell you. But, no, we were at a carnival, a little festival, had a few drinks at a concert. And this is, after he's been broken up for some time. He's on the rebound. He's looking at girls. It's been a while. He's been dating her for 3 years, and he broke up recently. And I know it sounds like a heartbreak, but you know what? Part of us, the last year, we're kind of, I hate to say it, but going, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It got to that point. So, he's looking around at ladies. He's like, oh, I want to go talk to that one. I'm encouraging this guy to go up and talk to her. No, I can't do it. Go up and talk to her. No, I can't. It got to this point where he looked at me, he said, why don't you go talk to her? Fine. I'm bald. I dance. I already have a drink or two in me. I don't need any more courage than what I got right now. But I already have liquid encouragement. Exactly. I already have liquid encouragement. This girl from about maybe 10 yards away has a beer in her hand, makes eye contact with him. And he's afraid to go walk over there. She's walking away. He goes, oh, she's walking away. What do? I go walk up to her as she's walking away. He goes, what are you doing? I go, what does it look like I'm doing? Walk up to her. About 10 yards away, she's walking away, and I tap her on the shoulder, and I make up some bullshit excuse. You look like somebody I used to know. I apologize. I'm sorry. By the way, my name is such and such. Pleasure to meet you. Can I buy you a drink? All you need is a simple introduction. And what's the thing?
That is brilliant.
It is.
How did I not think of that?
But here's the thing:
I'm an idiot.
you don't even need to lie about like, oh, you look like such.
Oh, but what the hell is that?
But it was something that I knew she was way out of my league. So something where I'm like, I need a legitimate excuse. But even with somebody who's out of your league, or even in your league, or completely below your league, whichever you want to score for,
Everyone's different.
Exactly. I have had girls I walk up to and go, not even just introduce my name and say, I'd like to buy you a drink sometime, or can I take you out for a cup of coffee? And that's all you need. If they say no, what's the worst that's going to happen?
They say no.
They say, oh, fire and brimstone's going to happen. Your ego gets shot. Boy, your ego wasn't that big to begin with, and get that fucking chip off your shoulder. All I'm telling you guys, you have a little confidence. And girls, do the same. We don't bite, only if you ask us to. Seriously. You ask nicely, I might consider it. But don't be afraid to walk up and ask us. We'll be more than happy to have a conversation. Now, if he starts hitting on you looking desperate, get the hell out of there quickly.
But speaking of relationships, confidence, and biting,
biting. Ooh.
Hell of a segue. Even if it is segue, so. But if you're with the girl long enough, you're gonna start having sex. God forbid, just be safe about it. Don't need to spread anything that. Don't spread your love in the wrong way. That's all I'm gonna.
Don't be a silly. Wrap that willy.
Don't wrap it in latex. You get to bay checks. Well, that too. But this is one of the topics I came up with when I was had some liquid brainstorming. What if you're about to make love to your woman, and your dick worked like a slinky, like normal slinky. It's compact. It's like few inches. And when you're ready to go, just extend it to your preferred length, 3-4 feet.
Hey, man, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Exactly. Like you could do like a whole bunch of weird shit. Like you could tie like a balloon animal and like.
I got a tip, baby. I got something that will go deep. And it's ribbed.
And it would give the term doggy style a whole new meaning. You turn it into like a little doggy and it's still in her, and you just from across the room, you're both on separate ends of the couches, and
you're kind of just sitting there in your lazy boy.
Yeah, you're in your lazy boy.
She's just riding it. There you go, sweetie.
You're just doing your ab workouts, drinking a beer, whatever. I mean, yeah, it's less intimate, I'll admit that, but make it sound like I've done it before.
Speaking from experience, buddy.
That's my business. But but it would make, because women, regardless, are gonna complain about something it's not big enough, you can't keep it up, you don't look at me during.
Ladies, I will tell you this right now, and we have had guys in our group.
I'll admit it. Guys, as a guy, I'll admit it. I'll agree that we can be selfish in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I'll admit it.
Yeah, I'll admit it too. But we've had guys.
It's not like ladies aren't either.
Well, of course. And we've had guys in our group. You still hear guys go, "Oh, my thing's the fucking Titanic. Oh, like this. Oh, it's like that." I'll be the first one to say, and I'll shoot myself in the fucking foot. You know what? I used to play football. I showered in the locker room. You do see guys with bigger. Guess what? Don't mean they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
All I gotta say, size. When girls go, size is everything. Bullshit. In my personal opinion, and this is just me. And guys, if you want to take a pointer, go ahead and do this. You got to build the fire. And ladies, if you're listening right now, your man needs to come up during the middle of the day, make out with you, maybe still squeeze on your ass, kiss you, neck you. Build that fire, and don't. So to a point where he walks into the house, he goes out and hangs out with his boys, and all you have on your mind is everything he's done to you all day. He's teased you, he's flirted with you, he's got you to the point where you're thinking he wants to get in tonight. He wants to, and I'm gonna. But he builds the fire. He builds all up. Because ladies, you can't turn it on up like a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And the minute he walks in the door, you know what he's thinking? He's going,
where's my dinner?
What's he's thinking that? Or the minute he's sitting there and you're sitting there in lingerie, he's going, fuck the dinner. I got this motherfucker now. Why? I did not expect that.
Right.
That's just how it is. And any girl, every girl that I've dated, every girl that I've talked to about this, say it's true. And guys, I'm not saying you need like an hour worth of foreplay at the beginning of the whole session to a point where you're like, she's gonna jump on in 30 seconds. It's done and over with. No, dude, take your foreplay, make it about 17, 12 hours. Why would I do that? Because I can guarantee you, the last 2 hours can be fucking amazing. If she's gonna do shit, she's like, would you want to consider trying this? I didn't know I could do that. Awesome.
Where'd this superpower come from? Like,
I have this option.
It's like you two stumble upon that position that you try, and the guy is just amazed. Like, you literally
why
surprise
haven't we
yourself.
done that earlier?
Where the hell was this when I proposed? Like, or whatever. And I don't know why, but this is like the random thoughts that pop in my head when I'm playing Gears of War or Xbox with alcohol. And this was the last night in the dorm. Like, all my schoolwork was done. I'm just waiting till the next day to just walk to class, turn in my essay, pack up, and go. And I'm just playing up until 3:30 in the morning. And these random songs get stuck in my head. First, it was Billy Idol's Dancing With Myself.
Okay.
For like a good 5-10 minutes. Just, just drunk. You're so drunk, you get that, like, smile. Like, you're just happy, bouncing back and forth, and just dancing with myself. Just dancing. Then randomly, I'm just playing MICKUIMOUSC. Where'd this come from?
The wall is blue, ladies and gentlemen. The wall is blue.
For some reason, that's a song that seems to be stuck in my head the most.
Really?
Out of all the songs, that one. I don't mind it. It could be worse. But why that song out of all of them? I forgot what mission I was on. I was killing locusts or whatever, just mowing them down. MSEKYMUSC. I literally paused the game. I had enough sense as I was in my state.
Shrieking in the background from the mug.
What Disney movies do you watch?
I don't know.
But I paused it. I paused it.
It's not that kind of audible for her.
I watched a different Aladdin than you did.
Hey! The Aladdin I had. Anyway.
My favorite movie.
Of course.
And then, a somewhat listenable topic. If you could learn an instrument, any instrument, what would it be?
Oh, for me, well, I tried learning drums. I learned the guitar for a year. Well, and we had to do piccolo, or not the piccolo.
The recorder.
The recorder.
Everyone hated that.
What the fuck? Seriously, ladies and
Miss
gentlemen.
Fodick wanted to torture us
Ladies
for no reason whatsoever.
I'm playing a miniature clarinet that I will never play ever again. Why? All I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Why? Why do I have to learn this stupid thing that I'm going to probably stick an M80 in later and light it on fire? Boom! Gone. Oh, I bet you I hit that note there.
For me, it would be the sousaphone.
The sousaphone.
The sousaphone. Not the tuba, the sousaphone. The one that wraps around your body. It's the instrument that Stewie's carrying when he's walk line Chris. One, because it's like 3 buttons. 2, it's by far the most obnoxious thing instrument-wise. And you can hear it from a good quarter-mile radius, whatever. Like my high school grad party.
Mm-hmm.
Kerber showed up with it. I remember playing volleyball. Next thing you know, we just hear a...
You're looking for a Jaws fit.
My mom screams out the door, Robbie, what the hell is that? I'm serving the volleyball. I'm like, I don't know. I'm playing volleyball. I'm the one that knew it was Kerber. I didn't say anything. I'm not one to spoil a surprise. Lo and behold, here comes Kerber. Walk around the house. And he was going to teach me how to play it, but that's when he had to go off to Madison, and he was with now in the Madison Marching Band, and good for him. I don't know what he's at Madison at, but I know he's living his dream out there. And
keep it up, buddy.
Yeah.
Doing a good job.
Also bald, still more hair than Jim.
Ouch.
Actually, since Zach stopped following him around in high school, his hair actually started to grow back. I don't know how, but I noticed that the hairline went through like a reverse receding process and just went back to like normal. I don't know if he switched up shampoos or whatever, but good for him. And so Alex just being a champ. Alec couldn't sit still much longer. And anyway, back to football. As far as high school football is concerned, what's your favorite memory out of all 4 years? If you could define, like,
The bitches.
4
No, I didn't even get bitches back in high school. No, I didn't.
We don't drive caddies that our dad pays for. Make it sound like I'm insulting him. That's an insult to us, really.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, I actually would have to say the practices. The practices were the most fun when I was at high school. Just some of the stuff that the coaches would do and some of the shit they would say.
Oh, yeah.
We had a coach, and if you ever seen the Mad TV skit Coach Hines, we had a white version of Coach Hines. And what we mean by a white version, stories, squeaky voice, short shorts, high socks. The only thing missing was he didn't have the hair, except
He had the mustache.
He had the mustache. Yes, he had the mustache.
Hell of a stash.
Hell of a stash.
Hell of a stash.
But it came down
I'm
to
jelly.
Yeah, no. It came down to a point where he was one of my coaches, and just the things he said would make you go, what the hell? And when you go, what the hell, you really figure out what exactly it is you're talking about.
Mine would have to be also practices, because our friend Cody would get yelled at most of the time. One time, in particular, he got yelled at because of me. It was scout. I was on scout defense just because I loved, like, that's the part I thrived on during practice. And plus, it was cold out. All the sophomores loved wearing those yellow pad things on their arms. You know what? No, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm just going to no pad it, just go. And they were doing a pass play, and I was lined up outside. I was basically a defensive end, and I lined out on the outside of the tackle's shoulder, which is what Cody was. The ball was hiked. I basically did a J.J. Watt. Just took a fake step to the outside, and then just bull rushed inside and beat Cody to the inside. And Coach Frisky was like, Mears, where the hell did you come from? Between the tackle and the guard, Coach. And next play. And before the next play, Coach Frisky was like, all right, we're going to do the normal Cody pass set. We're going to let him beat you to the inside and run away. And it's basically what Cody did that play. Let me beat him to the inside, and he just ran away, because I think it was like a screen or something, but I still got in the way of the pass.
Right.
You're not allowed to hit the quarterback, but I still got in the way, so the play was dead. But and that's basically my favorite high school football memory, because I can't really say, oh, I loved breaking my leg freshman year. Ended up at the bottom of a pile. Remember on the 1, 2, and 3 year anniversary of that, I would have Tyler Huss and Jason Newhouser sign my scar. You know what? It's the anniversary. Sign this shit. Put the picture on MySpace back in the day at MySpace. That's when you know it's been a while. Speaking of being a while, earlier today we were talking. You said you were making your drink earlier, and you were just saying LOL.
Oh God, it's
never fucking happens in person. You never talk to someone in person. Just LOL.
It's the only
LOL.
thing. You just said
in person. You just want to high five them in the mouth with a printer. extra ink in that, just so it's messy.
Here's the thing.
No reason.
And I will speak up for not. Oh no, yeah, I will say everyone's part of the LOL crowd. Because it comes down to a point where you don't know what to say. You really don't. You don't know what to say. It comes down to fuck it. It is what it is. What it is. And you put LOL because it's a filler. You're like, I got shit I gotta do. I'm responding to your text quick, so it doesn't look like I'm an asshole. Oh well. And then I've been the product of that, where you kind of just sit there and you go, what the fuck?
Like, it's not. It's one thing if you're texting someone you really don't want to talk to. That's one thing. But I know you want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Not to sound as cocky as I said it with.
Yeah, no,
but
you want to talk to me.
get on my level, bitches. But you just LOL, good 2 or 3 times.
I did it twice.
I called you on. Yeah, that's fucking great for conversation. It's like, I'm making a drink. For 5 minutes, that better be at least a gallon, motherfucker.
I wish it was. I wish it did. It would have been early, Joe.
Yeah, it wore off long ago.
Yeah.
But speaking of drinks, want to talk about my first WAP party.
Oh, shit.
Back out at college, I at least like the decision that I went Greek and got a bid, one of the 9 bids that the fraternity, not a frat, a fraternity, because we want to break away from that stereotypical, the stereotype of Revenge of the Nerds, Animal House, any other frat movie you want, college movie, excuse me. Just want to break away from that stereotype. So a week after I got the bid, signed it, I still have it framed in my room. It was a celebration to just welcome the new kids, and it wasn't at the fraternity house because it would lose everything. Well, the chapter would get in trouble, so it was at the fraternity president's house, who was well away from the fraternity house, and just decided to have it there. And he had to dress up, like button-up tie, black pants, belt. And my upbringing was rather sheltered, so I didn't really know much of the outside life of high school and whatnot. And I went to this WAP party. I gave the money for my cup. I asked one of the brothers, "Hey, what is this?" He looks at me, "You serious? It's WAP." I'm like, "What's WAP?" He's like, "Just drink it." Dude, just tell me. Just drink it. Well, someone's telling you just drink it at a university party. They're not going to tell you. Just fucking drink it. So I did. So I drank the WAP. I wasn't able to taste the alcohol at all. And so I was like, okay, this is nothing. I'll just drink it like a champ. Because first university party, I wanted to know I could handle my alcohol. And just like, I could drink with the big boys.
I think every
3-4 cups in, it all catches up to me. I'm a drunken shit, so I think I'm you on the dance floor. I'm just like flailing, or I think I'm dancing like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever, just going to town. No, I broke my belt from trying to dance.
You broke your belt?
Yeah, it just snapped. I was doing like...
You were trying to Dougie.
I think I was trying to drop it low, if I remember. I don't, but...
Trying
is the key part. And I'm hearing a whole bunch of stories the next day, and this is on a Thursday, and I only had one class on Friday. It was 9:55. It was British literature.
You dropped it low. Your pants did, at least.
My belt never came back up. But next morning, British literature, I'm that drunk, sweaty, shaky, hungover. I'm sitting in a corner. The teacher just knows I'm still drunk. I'm just looking at the corner. Oh, don't call me. Just don't call me. Went back to bed, slept for a few hours. But something I want to end the show on is a little bedtime story that I never got when I was younger.
No, but I wish I did.
I wish I did. I just heard that about this by a coworker. The story is called "Go the Fuck to Sleep." And it's read by the best possible person to read this, Samuel Jackson. And I'm just gonna go into the clip, and hopefully I have it at the right starting point.
It didn't in my house.
Okay.
Actually, if I picked her up and made up a story,
He's
it
talking
worked a lot
about
better.
read the story to his daughter.
I did say go to fuck to sleep to her a lot. And I think at some point she would look at me when I would come in her room, and she would look at me and say, "Go to fuck to sleep, Daddy?" And I would say, "Yeah, go to fuck to sleep." Audible Inc. presents Go the Fuck to Sleep. Written by Adam Mansback. Narrated by Samuel L. Jackson. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, my darling, and sleep. The wind whispers soft through the grass, hon. The field mice, they make not a peep. It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep. All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? The fuck to sleep. The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air they soar and they sweep. A hot crimson rage fills my heart, love. For real, shut the fuck up and sleep. The cubs and the lions are snoring, wrapped in a big, snuggly heap. How come you can do all this other great shit, but you can't lie the fuck down and sleep? The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the crops that the farmers will reap. No more questions. This interview's over. I got 2 words for you, kid. Fucking sleep. The tiger reclines in the simmering jungle. The sparrow has silenced her cheep. Fuck your stuff, bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes, cut the crap, sleep. The flowers doze low in the meadows, and high on the mountains so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty-ass parent. Stop fucking with me, please, and sleep. The giant pangolins of Madagascar are snoozing as I lie here and openly weep. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll bring you some milk. Who the fuck cares? You're not gonna sleep. This room is all I can remember. The furniture crappy and cheap. You win. You escape. You run down the hall as I nod the fuck off and sleep. Leery and dazed, I awaken to find your eyes shut, so I keep my fingers crossed tight as I tiptoe away and pray that you're fucking asleep. We're Finally, watching our movie. Popcorn's in the microwave. Beep. Oh, shit. God damn it. You gotta be kidding. Come on. Go the fuck back to sleep.
Yeah, that's the bedtime story I wish I got.
I think we all wish we would have got
I wish I
that.
got. I'd be too shitless to leave the bed if somehow Samuel Jackson's reading me a bedtime story.
Saying go the fuck to sleep.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Here's the thing, you can't really.
I've watched Pulp Fiction.
You really can't find anyone better than say
You really can't. Like, I think he's far scarier than Clint Eastwood, but
he's the black version of Clint Eastwood.
yeah,
The thing is Clint Eastwood walks around with a 44 Magnum,
at least one.
and Samuel L. Jackson walks around and saying, "Motherfucker, you know one of the two, you're gonna get your ass kicked."
But I think we're just about out of time here in the studio, so
Or whatever we wish to call a studio at this moment. Thank you.
we're being professional. We're calling it a studio as we dropped how many F-bombs throughout the podcast.
I rest my case, you fucker. Add another one to the list.
But if you flag us at all, we appreciate it. If we get to 100 flags, we'll do a show completely drunk. We will hold you to that. Completely drunk.
And seriously, we're going to be setting up a Facebook page. If you got any questions or any topics, any things you would like us to bring up, discuss, talk about, we'd be more than happy to do that, because there are times where creativity just runs a little thin.
A little thin.
Just a little. So, by all means, like us. If you hate us, tell us. We'll tell you to fuck off. No one cares. Add another fuck on top of the chart. Don't really care either. Hit us up. Talk to us. We got no problem. If you want $1 million, you better be giving us half. All we're telling you better be giving us half. You're not going to see the full million.
And if you listen to this whole thing all the way through,
God bless.
God bless you.
God bless you.
If you think we're bad, you haven't watched Conan O'Brien. Do you have any last words? Yeah, I'm going big.
Yeah. Any last words? I'd say like us, give us recommendations. We'll see what we can do. Like we said, this is our pilot right now, so we're trying to.
It's Friday. The weekend's coming up. Stay safe.
We're already falling asleep here, trying to get the fuck out of here.
Getting out of here. Stay safe.
The fuck. And
so I'm saying goodbye.
We also want to thank Alex Public again for being our celebrity guest, as we like to call him, and appreciate all the things he's done for us, and even the one or two quick liners in this broadcast.
One-liners.
But thank you, everybody. This is CNR signing off. Stay the fuck awake and go the fuck to sleep.